want to see that bad. I'm really gonna have to film this like that. Because I know how shitty it is. Filming in the garage. Because we have 2 feet of concrete on top of us. Well, at any rate, that's what I was trying to do, man. I don't really like filming this way, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. J&P cycles. Order through them, they're great. Mid-USA, motorcycle parts. Air filter for 06 and up. It's actually a 99. Take that back. It's actually a 99 through 17, so it's literally dynas across the board. That's when they started. That's when they ended. Anything later than 2017, somebody says they have a 2020 dyna, 2018 dyna, 2017 dyna. They're fucking full of shit, dude. So I already took this cocksucker off. You can see the difference. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Pull the hardware out. Dynas only ran from 99 to 17, so let's see if we have a hard point here. We'll match them up. Seam. That's what I call a hard point. There we go. Seam to seam. So that is seam to seam. The mirror image. I can do this. There's a gasket that goes on just here. I don't know if that's gonna pan out. Actually, I think it goes on here. Yeah, it goes on the mating surface, so that way I can put on. Excuse me, I'm not framed. That way I can put on my cover without it being abrasive. Since this guy from Screaming Eagle, you can see he was at one time white. This guy's blue. Okay, maybe purple. Don't fucking judge me, man. It's gonna be hidden. Fuck you. But you can see that's just a dirty, dirty mess. Oh, she is one just dirty air filter, man. Like dirty. This bitch has been around the block more than I even know. At any rate, I like the rubber around this. This rubber feels really good too, and it still has the same groove, so that's kind of cool. The mating surfaces match up. To me, that's huge. Well, whether or not it's going to match up nice. This guy had to go, like, as I said, man. If you've been following at all, when I first took it for her maiden voyage, Hey, thanks for joining, man. I appreciate that. Hopefully I can see my comments here. Not 100% sure. I just know that somebody joined, and that's outstanding. Oh, it's Lisa. Love you. You know how it goes, Lisa. Mad love and respect, man. Mad love and respect. Me and mine to you and yours. So, cool. You're here with me. Now you can see what the hog looks like. Never sent you pictures of my hog, but, you know, I certainly have now. What a fucking freshie, man. I just got out of work. I, cracked a couple, so pardon me if I have fresh innuendos. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, but that's still no excuse to be fresh. Don't mind me. I have a kid that I want a knuckle sandwich and hug all at once. For anybody that gets that, cool, you get it. Fuck's sake. So yeah, I guess I'm guessing this is a buffer plate, essentially, lack of a better term, to connect a nice cover to, if you want to put an aftermarket cover on, which I do. So that will go last. Throw that on the handlebars real quick. Lisa, you want to walk around? All you got to do is say yes in the comments, Dallin, and I will be more than happy to give you a walk around. I'm pretty sure you've already seen a bit, but I'd still be more than happy to show her off. Oh, cool. Those line up so nice. It only took just a quick jiff, too. Man, those line up so nice. All the holes, every single one of them. So these are called standoffs. So you probably can't see what the fuck I'm talking about because my shit's off. My fault. I'm trying to get this down as well as I can. If my audio sucks, just say start talking louder. Because I watch some of my stuff when I'm done, and I don't seem to talk loud enough, and half the time it sounds like I'm whispering, and I gotta crank my own volume on my phone, like beep, 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 beep. So since I don't have one of those cool guys that goes around here, or around the bill of my cap that I can, talk through, this is probably the best I got, but just tell me to speak up. Thank you so much. So these guys line up like fantastically, man. I can't see this because I'm just giving it to you through the reverse vision. So basically my camera is facing me right now. I have it on reverse vision because this wasn't working. Let me try to see if I can spin the camera now. Okay, now it's working. Isn't that something? So let's just do this. If you can see standoffs, you can kind of see some threads in there, right? Yep. Let's go top. You can see threads. Side. That was my biggest thing I was worried about. And this one's, to me, it's obvious. It's not obvious on camera. But that was like one of my biggest concerns, man, is that actually don't mind it that way too much because I can see what the hell I'm pointing at. That's not too bad. So the only thing I wish is that this seam was facing down because they kind of know that they all align this way. It's just, this is a very common backplate for fuel injected models of dynas. And that's essentially what bike this is. It's a dyna. So under the dyna platform, so if I can give you a quick breakdown, it's like full dresses, which are like street glides, road glides, classics, ultra classics, even like road kings would be considered a full dresser. And then it's like dynas. So you have, with dynas, you have the dyna superglide, which is mine, and then the top of the line superglide is the FXDX, which the only thing that separates an FXDX from my bike are two things: better motor mounts and 2-up adjustable shocks. So that's the only thing that separates my bike from the top of the line, like the bike that everybody wants, everybody and their mother. If they want a dyna, they want a DX. DX is absolutely out the box right now, and a buddy of mine in Connecticut has some dope DXs that he does too. His name is Kenkaplan. He has a motorcycle museum in Uncasville, Connecticut. So if you want to go check him out, please feel free. I would love to give him a free shout out on my channel. Pardon me. He has some wicked dope dynas, man. He has some dope dynas. He has some dope FXRs. Like he has some dope bikes in general. And I'm not sure about as of now, but he housed a couple of my buddies' bikes down there too. So there was just a sticking out spring here. If you know brake lines and brake cables, they have a million coils in one, like a braided cable. You might like brake line, right? Ow! So it's it's like super sticky on your fingers. There was just one hanging out, just one, and that gave me the index to know where that fucker is. But at any rate, he houses a couple of my buddies' bikes down at his motorcycle museum. Not so much anymore, or now just lower key. But at any rate, so he has some really sick FXRs, FXDXs, just like really top of the line dynas, top of the line FXRs. Kenkaplan across the board has some of the coolest bikes, and he has this wicked rad super mechanic at his leisure, at his at his reach, at his extension, that I would love to have in my garage right now. His name is George Chakowski, and this dude is like a dyna wizard, 88 cube wizard, and that's what type of motor is right here, right now, that you're looking at. It's an 88 cubic inch. It's a 1450 cubic inch, not to be confused with CCs. CCs is more of a dirt bike thing. CI is a motorcycle thing. So, cubic inch, and it's just different displacement. Cubic inch, cubic centimeters it's pretty much like metric to American. So, at any rate, let's pop this fucker on here. I just tighten these guys up with a 9/16, maybe it's a quarter. Nope, it's a 9/16 that I have behind me, so I'm going to pop this on top of my battery. That is my segue, because I have a battery box right here that's already charged and ready to go. So, no, it's not a 9/16. I have this out for something else maybe then. Or maybe it is. No, it's not. I think it's a 1/2 inch. This is a 9/16 wrench real quick. Maybe it's a 1/2. But I'll tell you, overall, man, she is just clean. Yeah, it's a 1/2 inch, so I'm just going to torque these guys down just a bit, because when I first took that old shit blue air cleaner off that you just saw I pulled, excuse me, these are called standoffs, so this bottom standoff came out with me, and I don't like that. They belong there. And then inside is my butterfly, so you probably can't see that right there snacking. So what I'm going to do is switch the cam. So, I don't know, maybe I'll just keep it right here, and I'll do this crazy POV. I'll just work around the camera. Hey Lisa, how the heck are you? Good, I'm glad you're getting a kick out of this. Yes, she is a beauty, isn't she? She's like one of my all-stars, man. You are my all-star. I can't say one of them, man. You are. Good boy, come this side. How handsome this fella is. Tell me how handsome this boy is. Oh, what a good baby. Thank you, mister. I just didn't see you. I'm sorry. You were just chilling under the bushes. I just wanted to make sure I got eyes on, mister. Yes, because I didn't see you. My sorry. My sorries. My sorries. Want to check out the new air cleaner? Does it smell funny? You can tell whether it's from China or not, huh? Oh, it might be from China. Might be from Wuhan. It wants nothing to do with it. Alright, let's try to get cereal for a second. I'm not very good at cereal, man. Happy peace. He just licked my face. I fucking love you, buddy. You are just an absolute gem. So that, hopefully you can see. Let's do a 1, 2, 3. Like, pretend it's a clock, right? 12, 12:30, 3, 4:30, 6, 9. So pretend it's a clock. That's the best way. That's why some people say, did you clock it right? That's what that means. But you know what? I don't love that being on top. So we can't clock it, I don't think, in any other fashion. Yeah, we can't. We just can't. So this, unfortunately, this ugliness is going to face me. Yeah, I could come through with a blue Sharpie if I wanted to, and like, I don't know, man. I'm all about like clean, make it clean, clean, clean. So I got the hardware just right here. And my butterflies, that's what I wanted to show you. But I didn't let that guy fly far, because sometimes these cocksuckers can just run. You're not careful. What I wanted to show is when I cracked the throttle, right? This is one thing I wanted to show before I button that up. Is when you crack the throttle, and I put the front insulation on that. Once you crack the throttle, right, that opens that butterfly. That's what lets air in and fuel combust inside of this chamber. Once you let that air in and the fuel combust, it goes down to the cylinders. There's a piston in each of the heads, right? So it's essentially a 2-cylinder. And then it comes down. One comes down, the other one goes up. There's an explosion that happens inside of there. And this is the best breakdown I can possibly do as being a novice mechanic. Is you let the air in, it closes inside of the chamber, and that is absolutely sealed. That's why you always got to make sure your seals are really good, your gaskets are on point. It makes a combustion inside of that chamber. It goes bing, bing inside of the V-twin, right? It goes bing, bing. That's one revolution. And then once that goes bing, bing, it goes, and that's your exhaust. That's one, the noise, and that's two, a revolution of the engine. So imagine how many times per second that goes bing, 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 right? And every time you rev it or hit your throttle as a car driver, vroom, 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 you're going vroom, vroom, vroom. And every time it's doing it in opposites. But with cars, they have 4 cylinders. So just think of this as a 2-cylinder, because there's 2 pistons inside of there per sleeve, per cylinder. So that makes it a 2-cylinder V-twin. Imagine your car, a 4-cylinder, a 6-cylinder, an 8-cylinder. So 8-cylinder trucks have this times 4. Make sense? 2, 4, 6, 8, right? So imagine that times 4. And then it gives you kind of a better vroom, 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 or vroom, vroom. It gives you a better kind of, for instance, or a breakdown how all that goes down. All right, now I got my nerdy geek fucking nonsense out of the way. I'm actually gonna properly install. Sorry, Lisa. I just really nerd out on shit sometimes, and I like to explain. Sometimes I like to over-explain. Red Sox Nation, baby. Let's fucking go. Now, my face is just by the mic, so if I'm too loud, just tell me to zip it. Don't want to be too loud on the mic. So this air cleaner I'm installing right now, and you never want to crank all of them down, no matter what part you're installing. Excuse me. You never want to crank all of them down all at once. You just want to get them set. And that is anything to tighten in pretty much anything. If you have more than 1 or 2 screws, or 1 or 2 bolts that you're installing, you never want to crank them down. If they're not going in on the first 1 or 2 turns, back out. So just, if you have a regular screwdriver, I just happen to have a ratcheting screwdriver. But if it's not going in nicely, back it out. It means it's cross-threading and it's not going in right. So you want to essentially catch those threads. You kind of always want to start stuff just hand tight. So if that's going in nice, lovely. I have a bit of a history behind me that I can just start stuff. But if I'm doing like a how-to, which I guess this is kind of how it is, kind of doing a how-to, you can just start stuff and then, you know, kind of tighten it equally. So if you're doing lug nuts, lug nuts are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You want to do them in a cross pattern. You always want to make that star. So just make a star. Always tighten them in a star pattern. Just do just a little at a time. Just a little at a time. I only have 3 here. I keep bumping the camera, so. We got 3 here. Sorry, that's not a frame. This is a magnetic tip, which is just wonderful because I can go like this. If I put something way down inside of here, I can go just pick that tip up. Man, I just love these MX pegs. I just freaking love them. I think they look so nice. On top of the red accents, we have, oh, how dare I, point with a sharp screwdriver or a sharp Torx bit. How dare I? I'm trying to. Oh, I'm on my cord. What a dummy. So I'm sitting in a comfy chair right now. I've never had it so good, but I've got the ears off the. Try that for just 1 second. But, yeah, I just rolled over my cord. Gosh, that's such an eyesore to me, man. It's such an eyesore, but yeah, you just want to crank it down bit by bit. So after this, I'm going to install the battery. But if you're doing like lug nuts on a wheel, you want to install them in a star pattern. So never crank one down and then hope the rest are going to align, because they really won't. So, and then once you get down to that star pattern, you do a circle. Clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever works for you. If you're a lefty, go counterclockwise. If you're a righty, go clockwise. Whatever feels comfortable to you. So for me, right now, these are solid at just a solid hand turn. And then you saw the bit come out last time. That means I've probably put enough torque just by hand on them. That's about as far as I can go with that one. And as far as I can go with that one. So this guy is not recleanable. This guy is not reusable. He is not a reusable air cleaner. And he was $22 when the rest of them were. And I probably should have done this first, but I knew it was aligned once I popped him into place. But you want to make sure it's the same distance between the edge of your cover or your base plate and your filter. So that way, you're not way over one side and then, too short over the other side. But, it's not a bad filter, but it is purple. It is what it is. I will fire it up real quick before I put the battery in. And that's my old battery. And I'm super stoked because it's I think it's, what do they call it? AGM? I think it's an AGM battery. Actually, before I do that, I will. I'll open up my battery box. Just right there. So. Just don't mind. I'm going to put this over that way so I can sneak in real quick and This is a center. I don't know if that's on, but that is just a center. This came with my my OG one, but that is just to hold whatever faceplate I decide to go with. I'm pretty sure I'm going with the Cruzy Originals because it's dope. I can't afford it right now because it's like 167 bucks. It might even be 267. I'm not 100%. But as you can see, this isn't threading in so nice. So this should just thread in really easy right off the rip. There might be Chinese threads. I do not know, but you can see there's kind of some wonky shit going on here, right? It looks like it was painted over. So they might have epoxied it and then painted green over just to set that threaded bit in place. But this is not. This is my OG screw. This is what came with my original hardware, which is a football shaped. I can get it. It's over there for a minute, but it's a football shaped stock air cleaner this guy came with. But he is really not turning in so nice. So what you want to do is push this guy in. Push this guy in. That way you can clean your threads as you're doing it. If not, if you have a tap and die, I would definitely say clean your threads out properly. All right, it's going in a lot nicer now. I think it's a T50. Pretty sure it's a T50. Just to, so this is what a T is. It's a Torx. It's basically a star bit. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these guys lock really nicely in here, and you can use a lot of leverage. So what I'm gonna do is just send this guy all the way home. A little bit more. Back off. You can see it's pretty tight in here. Mating surface meets my bolt. I might send it in just a half more turn just to make sure all those threads are like clean. But it's always just good practice to make sure your mating surfaces are nice. Between your bolt, you want it easy enough that you can just literally thread it in by hand. So you saw I just threaded that right out. I'm going to go in one more time, just a couple 4 or 5 turns. Now that I know all those internal threads are clear, now when I want to set this, I'm going to put just a couple drops of blue Loctite on here, because this is not something I want popping off on the highway while I'm doing 65. Of course, we always ride speed limit. So now that guy's good, I'm going to feed him back in there and get ready for my mating surface, and then we'll work on taking the battery out, which is, I think, T45? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a T45, which is the second down from what we just used for the center bolt here. Let's see. Oh, it might be a T40. Alright, it's a T40, I lied. That's 2 down. Thank you for holding that, Mr. Floor. Appreciate you. So we can just leave that guy in there for a second. Just one second. And I'm gonna. Clearly, I ride this guy every day, just to fire her up or whatnot, and just to keep her from. Actually, it's more or less like me type of thing, but to keep me from being lonely from her, because I haven't had a. You like the purple? Honestly, Lisa, no shit. I mean, it's not horrible. I'd rather it be covered up, since I have, it's black, silver, and red. Those are the only highlights I got right now. And it's probably going to stay that way, but what I'm going to do is most guys, now I can show you the air filter, so now you'll get a grasp of what you'll pick up what I'm putting down. Most guys like to keep the theme, kind of kind of the same. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if they just have an orange and white bike, they're gonna keep the trim. You good, buddy? That's a good boys. They're gonna keep the trim the exact same. So, you know, everything on it's gonna be orange and white, whether it's. Hello. Hello, Mistis. Oh, you just the babies. Oh, just the babies. Oh, you just the babies. I love the babies. Oh, I just love them. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's make sure he's a superstar out of this hole. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Mistis. I freaking love you. Don't bite my ears. You can lick them, but don't bite them. You don't want me biting your ears, do you? Oh my goodness, what a babies. Oh, the babies. What a babies. Oh, I just love you, Belle. I just freaking love you. Want a bum scratch? Oh, the bum scratcher. Oh, the bum scratcher. Oh, the Mr. Bum Scratchers. Says, oh, the Mr. Bum Scratchers. And he goes in for the big stretch. Oh, the Mr. Bum Scratchers. Oh, the babies. Oh, the babies. Oh, the babies. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love the babies. Oh, I love the babies. Yes, I just freaking love you. You are just the most handsome boy. You are the most handsome boys. I just freaking love you. I love you, kid. You are just a handsome devil. And I love you to pieces. Yes, you are such a good boy. This noise usually freaks him out. I love you, pal. I love you, Misters. Yes, I do. Alright, I needed a buddy moment because he's just too fucking cute. And cut. I love you, pal. Go get your stick. Go get it. You're good. Go get your stick, Misters. God, get your stick. Good boys. Yup, you get it. That you go, babies. Get your stick. So I was more than happy to get this battery because that's why I had it tilted that way. Well, you don't need to know why, but yes. You just imagine why, right? Dude told me the day I picked it up, the day before he was about to deliver it. Dude says, "Hey Murph, I went to go fire it up this morning to put it on the battery tender." And basically, the battery tender just says, after a battery, a 12-volt battery, which a motorcycle has, what's been sitting so long, it needs basically just like you know, when somebody's fresh, you know, they either need a dope slap or, you know, a quick punch in the mouth, then they're like, oh, okay, now I understand you're not playing anymore. Okay, yep, I'm up and at 'em. So that's the same thing that a tender does to a battery. So basically, it just gives it a quick boom, like, oh, yep, I'm alive, I'm awake. That was a skeeto. I didn't catch it. And basically, he says, Murph, I put the tender on it, and it still left the battery. The battery wouldn't start up for me. So he tried to start it when he put it on the. Oh my goodness! No, you can't eat that. No, it's foam. Good boy. I tried to put it around his muzzle. Okay, put it around you. I tried to put it around. No, don't eat it. No, I'm being goofy now. No, I'm being goofy. I don't want you to eat it. No. So basically, he said, hey man, it's not starting, so the battery's probably shit in the bed, which I got. So it's all gravy. It's what it is, no big deal. I'm not going to put this ring on yet, which this ring belongs right here on the outside. And I told you that it actually goes this way. So I told you is that accepts a beautiful cover. Whatever cover I decide to put on there, that basically gives it, let me try to do this. It basically gives it a little bit of like buffer room. So you're not putting metal on metal. Metal on metal is never good. You always want some gasket in between, or foam, or silicone, or RT, or something, man. You never want metal on metal ever. So once I pop this fella, I'm not going to put this on there because I'm going to ride it around the neighborhood with that guy just bare, just so it can breathe. And oh my gosh, I bet this is going to make such a difference. Sucking in fresh air, because as you saw, that old air filter was just gross. Oh, it was disgusting. It was so just filled, and I felt the top of my heads, and they were getting hot after like just a warm up, like just warming the bike up. And just vroom, vroom, like after 3 cracks, the fucking bike was warm, like hot, and it shouldn't be hot like that. Off the pipes. It should be warm. It shouldn't be hot until you go 15 minutes down the street doing, whatever, 80 on a quarter mile. But, yeah, it shouldn't be hot like that. But I like this. I like how this aligns. They did a really good job. So this is J&P Cycles. $22 air cleaner. And they did a really nice job with a super cheap air cleaner with their gasket, because their gasket aligns. I just love that reveal. That reveal steps down, then it gives it just a little room inside of here. I just like that lip. That lip is called a reveal. Whenever you have something like this, it's called a reveal, where it goes from flat to indented and then flat again. So this reveal is really nice for many reasons, because it will keep this cool. It will keep it with just the cover on here, a nice anodized aluminum cover. It will keep that area cool too, which I just think is nice. So, with that being said, let me open up the battery cover. I really got pissed like a racehorse. Can you stay tuned for a second? You're not gonna dip, right? I still got you. Yeah, I got you, Lisa, and somebody else in here. If the other person wants to, feel free to chirp up and send in a comment. They will get boosted up too on some life cycle shit. Let me read what you were saying now. Alright, that's good. Do like the purple cube uppers. He's just a sweet meathead, man. He is just a sweet meathead. I took the sissy bar off last night, since there won't be anybody riding on the back right now. I absolutely just got rid of the sissy bar. The sissy bar is inside of here right now. It's up in that wooden box. You can probably see my seat face down. Well, the sissy bar's up there too, as I'm charging those 2 green batteries. Those are the blowers for the yard. But yeah, man, this thing was so fucking dirty. So dirty. See the, for instance, dirty bird to clean bird, right? Yuck, man. Just the Furio filter looks like this, and it's supposed to be white. See, that's the only shitty thing about this $22 job, is that, I can tell, just because I know what it looks like off the rip. I know what it looks like from when I got it, but man, that's like mad. Look at that. From here to here, there's just one mad oil stain. And that's clearly, right? Look at how it's clocked. That's clearly, remember, 9, 12, and 4:30. That's exactly how this guy's was sitting. So what does that tell you? All the oil was draining from the bottom of the inside. When you saw me crack the throttle, that butterfly went pat, pat, pat. That's what sucks the air in. So the air literally comes in primarily from here to here, because the front of the bike is this way, right? but it's getting just fully surrounded. Like it's getting sucked in from here, not so much. This is like 90, 10. 10 is back here. This is like 90% of the air is from 12 to 6. But gosh, this guy was just, I'm pretty sure it was a second air filter. And this, I'm the third owner of this bike right here. I'm the third owner of this dyna, but man, that thing is just, that's some seriously bad burning oil. I don't know if it's a bad fuel injector, but where that's sitting, that guy is just burning some serious oil. So if I can leave you right here. Where are you, buddy boy? Alright, let me leave you with somebody who's actually have some class. He might bounce as soon as I split. I'm gonna ask him to stay. He may not. When I go out in the yard, he wants to go out in the yard. So, did you stay? You stay. I'm going pee-pees. I go pee-pees. You lay down. Thank you. You stay. Stay. Good boys. You stay. Good boys. Tactical boys. You stay. You gotta tell him a couple times. Yeah, man. I am a. You stay. I'm gonna go pee-pee. Be right back. This side. Please, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. No, lay down. Lay down. I know you want to hook me. You stay. 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 You gotta go pee-pees. Stay. Say hi to the people. Boy. That's the voice. Oh, what a voice. That's the baby. Alrighty. So let's pop this battery in, man. We got our air filter pretty squared away. Let's pop that battery in. I'm gonna have to disconnect some stuff, so let me kill the ignition. Shut her off because I have an accessory right now. So, you have a good view? No, not really. The view kind of sucks. Let's do this. Send you over to the other side. You can see exactly what the frog I'm doing while I'm doing it. That's actually kind of a helpful view. Okay. Yeah, I'm sitting in like a mad comfy chair right now. I'm not on a milk crate, which is kind of nice. Normally I'm on a milk crate or some kneelers on the ground, which just protect your knees. So let's get this guy undone. There's 2 bolts, 3 to be specific, but the last one sitting underneath is a straight slot. So this guy is like a T50 with a washer. It's about a 3/4, maybe an inch, but I think it's an inch. It's an inch bolt. So what I like to do while I'm working with stuff is either I have a piece of cardboard, which wouldn't actually, let me show you the right way to do this. So I'm going to take off one of these limbs of the air battery box. Not show you this, my address. So, this is how you do this. If I'm working on something like this, this isn't necessary for right here, but this is how it's done. So say I have 3 bolts to take out. 1, 2, and then 1 way down the bottom, which is under here. What I'll do is make just a quick template out of it. So that barcode may throw you off. So this one's really simple, but if you're working on something that's like where you have to go bink, 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 like a primary, bink, 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 because there may be a small screw here, a small bolt here, and a large bolt here. So bink, bink, every third bolt may be an inch and a half, and then say 2 bolts away could be a 3-inch bolt. Right, so this is how you keep them in order. So I know this is just 3 bolts, but I'm just doing a heads up right now. Literally just doing a how to save your bolts and keep them in the right spot. This is probably one of the best breakdowns I've ever had shown to me personally. So I'll take this, I just run it through with my knife. Now I know that that bolt sits top left. Now, with this guy, this dude sits top right. Right? The washer, everything it came with. Now that guy's going top right. This is probably the easiest way you can keep track of your bolts and not misplace them and actuate them in the exact position that they're supposed to go. Now, like I said, it's a lot easier with a primary. The primary, excuse me, is right there. So see all those bolts? They're going inside of that. There's outer, and then there's inner. Right? So if we go across that, mind my shifter, but you can see how many bolts go around this. I think there's 9 if I'm not mistaken. But never mind the derby cover. That's called the derby cover right there. But like to go around, and that's just the outer primary. There's an inner primary too, which is right here. So what I'm pointing to is the outer primary. Then there's an inner primary. Then there's your actual cases. Once you get to your cases, that's a whole different story. But keeping track of your shit is always a freaking good idea, man. Regardless of whether you're a novice or a proper everyday mechanic. So with this guy, I think I need a flathead. T15 on here right now, which is a Torx. Nope, T20. I have a Torx 20 on here right now. I need a flathead. So luckily with this guy, I take Milwaukee tools, man. They're terribly helpful. Hopefully I'm coming through here without being all chinky and chinkity. I was watching a live stream I did like 2 days ago just to verify whether the video was good or not, and I was like, and it's all like jiggity and jaggedy, and oh, it was freaking horrible. I wish I never published that video if I know what it looked like. At any rate, it was bad. It was just freaking bad. It was ugly. Alright, so I just have a flathead down here. So there's 3 essential bolts for the battery box. I have my hand under it, so while I'm loosening it, I have my hand under it so I can catch it, and or its washer before it drops in my hand. So that's what I'm doing right now. There's no washer. It's just, and then if you really need to remember what you're doing, you can write on it, you know, battery box, and then you can utilize this many times. You just X out after you pull all these guys. Or say, you know, you don't even need to use the flip side, but if you use that, if there's something that goes in an arc or this way, you can just cross that one out and go, you know, 1, 2, 3, and literally mark them. It's just so easy. It's the easiest way. Like, they sell things like this, which is just ridiculous. They sell things in the shape of whatever you need to save your. It's just so silly. So we'll pull the bottom out first. The battery box. That guy comes right off. There's my battery box. Now I'll bring it back over my side. Let me get my old air filter out of the way. Swap out that battery here. When we got home from work, my shadow behind me, well, I'll show you in a second, you know, exactly what he looks like. Him and I, you know, clean the yard because he's outstanding and he never leaves my side. And he is a bit camera shy, but there's that devil right there. That's my devil. Come on, devil dog. Hurrah! Hurrah! Hey! That's my devil dog. Oh, 2 for London. Come. Oh, good boys. What a good 2 for London. Yes, you are, aren't you? Oh my goodness, you're just the best German Shepherd ever. Oh my goodness, you're just the best boy in the world. Oh, he's the best boy in the world. Oh my goodness. I love you to pieces. He's just a good boy. So 2 for London in German means devil dog. All my Marine student will understand what I mean by saying that. So I'm going to grab this guy real quick. Put my battery box upside down. And I need, I think a 10 mil and a 9/16. Grab 2 pins real quick. Get this battery box down. And get a couple Allens because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some Allens too. So once you have this, as you know, you can probably just put it out of sight, out of mind. I just like to have my stuff. When I set my stuff up directly below my work area. If I have it off to the left, that's cool too. I just I always try to like have a cup that I don't, you know, I don't kick shit over. All the small hardware, nuts and bolts, all those go in a cup. But as of right now, I don't need a cup. I'm gonna put my Torx away that I opened up my opening to my air filter. Right, so it's gravy. This battery is just, I'm surprised it even made me in one piece, man. It is just heavy as can be. Absolutely just a tank. So I'm gonna put this guy on my handlebars. Put this fella away. Get this guy out of sight because it has some stuff on it. Get down on it. I know this isn't one of the most livest videos ever, but you know, I'm glad that I have at least one person that loves me. At least one person that loves my videos, man. That makes me happy. 'Cause that works both ways. I love your videos too, Lisa. Absolutely make me happy with the cool things that you do and not just gnome stuff. Like, I like all your stuff, man. All your Raven stuff and all your really cool, well, you're really cool, like, I like that dude with the horns, with the deer horns in the woods, sitting in front of that tree. That was dope. So, I guess, these guys shot me some new stickers, which is cool, because I got this once I ordered through Revzilla, which I didn't order through Revzilla this time. I ordered through JP Cycles. These are close up. Cycle Gear and JP Cycles is kind of all in the same. It should be an RPM sticker, which is like required for submersibles and whatever. It just means, oh, there we go. Riders preferred. I can't read the bottom. I'm fucking reading this upside down. Riders preferred membership. So yeah, if you need to order a lot of motorcycle parts and you order through JP or Revzilla, your best bet is to get in your RPM, which is Riders Preferred membership, because it's literally, you get like $5 off each purchase, regardless. Sometimes you get 2-day shipping, depending on what it is. This one, they didn't give me, make sure my shit's not on here. Nope. Just parts, numbers, and whatnots. This one, they didn't give me 2-day shipping for the simple fact that I ordered this on the 3rd. Oh my goodness. For what it is, you'd be surprised how heavy it is. It's a very small package. I'm looking at this in reverse. What does that say? DuraBoost, lead acid battery, which is AGM. I know it doesn't make sense. It would be LAB, right? But it's an AGM battery, which I know what that means, but I can't think of it right now. Activated, ready to go. Best in class cold cranks. Da 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 da. So this battery is rated for, I believe I read 330 cranking amps, which is absolutely top of the line. There was a number of different things why I ordered this battery. Hardware is always important. Do not misplace it. So I'm going to put that literally on top of my old hardware. Hopefully you can see that. I just put that bag on top of my old hardware pouch because those guys are important and I don't want to lose the cardboard and the 3 bolts I put in and or my new hardware. So it's cool they gave me a sticker pack, but man, it's just kind of heavy. So I don't like turning batteries upside down, so I'm just going to try to draw it straight out. Oh, that guy is not light. So we got a activated V-twin AGM. That guy's empty. These batteries are about 15 pounds a piece, but it's not like, it's kind of an oblong 15 pounds. But let me show you, this is the reason why I ordered the battery I ordered. So never mind the fact that this dude had a Napa Legend in here, right? Also AGM, which is important because there's lithium ion and there's AGM batteries. So I ordered this guy, roughly the same size. Well, it's going to be the same size once I lock it in. The color had nothing to do with it, you know, off gray and black, because there's a battery cover that goes on here. But one of the most important things you have to look at when you buy a battery is that your positive and your negative are all on the same side. You don't want to get those fucked up, because sometimes your positive lead won't reach if you have them polar opposites. So sometimes, you know, your negative won't reach to, then this was if I ordered a negative battery and a positive battery, right? Like your old neg is not going to reach your new neg. Your old pause is not going to reach your new pause, because there's minimal room inside of here, man. And the worst thing I can possibly do right now is set this on the ground. Never, ever, ever. There was 2 bumpers, and I knew I was safe. but there was two bumpers, right? Two bumpers mounted at the bottom of the battery, so I knew I was safe in that box any which way, because my battery's sitting on foam right now. Never, ever, ever. This is rule one. This is battery 101 for anybody and everybody. Never want to let your battery sit on a concrete floor. Never, ever, ever. Never, and never, ever, never, ever. So, there's that. I usually like disconnecting the negative first. Most people would be like, oh no, disconnect the positive first. Well, I'll tell you what. Anything electrical is always about grounds. So, a battery being grounded means it has a negative connotation to it. It means it has a negative ground. So, when you put stuff up in your house, there's usually a pause, which is red. There's a neg, which is black. And then there's a green, which is ground. So, in mechanics, you kind of don't have that. You have like a hot wire, a cold wire. So hot being red, not all the time though, don't ever count on it. That's why you get a manual. You get a manual for whatever vehicle you have. Right? So I just happen to have a 88 twin cam. 90 to 10. You always get a Haynes. Always get a Haynes. For whatever vehicle you have, buy one of these. Just do it. You could save, hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars instead of going to the dealership, or instead of going to your local mechanic if it's bulbs or, air filters or like small shit that you can just work on yourself. I'm gonna take a quick sip, man. I need a friggin' breather. I've been going since I think we started at 9 this morning. We got a late jump. At any rate, it's into dinner time for most people. But yeah, I mean, get a Haynes, get a manual for something you can work on yourself. So we got two battery posts, new posts, which are neat. These are always cool. I'm glad they put these in. I pretty much have the same ones in the old battery, so let's pull these guys. Definitely always pull the negative first, man. Always pull the negative first. I don't care what you do and who you are and who says, always pull the positive first. Don't ever pull the hot wire first. Always pull the black wire first. Always, always, always pull your negative first. If you don't have that ground connected, you don't have a battery. You don't have juice. You have zero power, man. You see that? Not really, huh? Let's go over my shoulder. Let's do this. My bad. I keep unhooking my charging cable because my phone's been in my pocket all day at work. So here we go. Now we're charging. How often you have to charge the air filter? You don't have to charge the air filter. Oh, change. Sorry, I read that wrong. In my bike, I will probably do it. Well, it depends. On this one, I'll probably do it like I'll check it once every 8 or 9 months. Depends how much you ride, to be honest. It's all, most people use their vehicles as everyday riders, whether it's a car or a bike. That's a great question, by the way, Lisa. So thank you for asking. But how often will I change this, considering it's a disposable and it's not a washable air filter? A lot of air filters like this are like K&N. K&N makes a really good air filter. But also they you can clean them, so you can wash them with water and soap. Then you blow them out with a compressor, high compressed air, and then you seal them with oil to keep particles from going in to your motor, which is inside of here. Because think about it, the bike breathes from there, right? That's where it sucks all their air in from. But I would say I check it every couple 4 months. So, but in a car, it's like once a year. So you can comfortably check and blow out just by a small little pot belly compressor. Rigid makes a really good one for like 129 bucks. Portacable makes a really nice one. I think they're a little bit more money, but Portacable makes some really good compressed pneumatic tools. But this, I would definitely check it every 90 to 120 days, and then decipher whether I need to blow it out or not, or if I just need a new one. I imagine I won't need to swap these out, but maybe a new filter once every 2 years, to be honest. Just for the simple fact that air filters are usually kind of a low maintenance item. See what I'm doing? Yeah, I wouldn't say I need to change my air filter once yearly, but in a vehicle, in a car, that's different because you're running more cylinders. Um, when you pull your battery, make very, 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 very sure that you don't lose stuff here because there are brass washers. There are. Hopefully, I'm getting this. I'm trying to do this not so much over my shoulder, but there we go. Holding on for dear life. So there's the OG, which pretty much you saw in that new packet, just a Phillips head. And then behind that, there's a washer. And behind that, there's the negative battery lead. Hopefully, I'm not blocking that. That's the negative battery lead. And then behind that, there's a lead that I stuck in, which is my battery tender. And besides that, there's a brass washer that goes right before the battery post. So you got to take 1, 2, 3, 4 different things off and try not to lose all of them. And just be very gingerly with it. Just be super careful. So what I like to do is not use my, so what I'll do real quick is just come in and break this bolt. Don't break the negative bolt just to get it loose. I like using a flathead while I'm doing this. Don't mind me. I'm just putting the Phillips head in between my teeth because that's where I hold stuff. That's where most carpenters hold stuff. You haven't met a carpenter that doesn't hold screws or, nails between his teeth. He's not a real carpenter. So I'm going to come behind here with my flathead. I just swapped the bit off of my screwdriver and just bring all these guys out just to here until they drop into my hand. Now, I can take this screw out that came with, which isn't in bad condition. And I may reuse, but you also want to remember. So this is where this comes in handy once again. So I can go battery post 1, battery post 2, and just punch them that far apart. And then remember, I can literally write down that. I can write bolt washer. Right, and I'm not going to do that up here because the bike's leaning because it's on its kickstand, which a lot of people call it a jiffy stand. But I'll go there's my tender. It's my battery tender. And you kind of always need this. Even if you don't ride for a week, what it will do is just, it will put a lightning bolt inside of here to go, hey, we're still active, right? Since motorcycles don't have an alternator like a car does. So now that that's disconnected, I can touch this with screwdrivers all day and absolutely nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to arc out. So as long as this is not making a connection, and it's not, so we'll keep that guy off to the side. So what I'm going to do is do that real quick. So I'm going to punch a hole right through here. And I don't love that one, but because it's a big old Phillips head. Excuse me, it's a big old flathead. We can just go one. Can you see that's magnetic? Not even trying to. Sneaky prick. Literally just stick there and. Oh no, the tip's okay. So the bit's not magnetic. The tip is. The magnet inside of here says Milwaukee. That's what's magnetic. Sneaky little bugger. That's a magnetic part. Alright, so I'm just gonna. I have two quick holes in here. So I know which is my first, which is my bolt, my initial negative bolt. I'm gonna put it in the same exact way as, so I don't remember. So I don't remember. So I don't forget, right? And then I'll remember lead, and then I'll put on washer after. And if those don't stay, because I don't have a nut to close it down, I'll just put it this way on the ground, right? And I'll feed the same one exactly the way through, because those other guys are already stuck there, right? The other two battery posts, and then the flathead underneath. Let me answer you, Lisa. I'm so sorry, darling. I'm not answering any of your questions. If you have anything to ask, please feel free. I'll be more attentive right now. I'm super sorry. I apologize, doll. Alright, so I'm gonna swap this guy back. Actually, I don't have to, because I already loosened this fucker up. But yeah, always loosen your negative post first. Always. And this is just really simple install. And this doesn't take a mechanic to install a battery. It takes a mechanic to, like swap prop parts. It definitely doesn't. Like, there's installers, and then there's proper mechanics. Like, if you guys haven't, if you like motorcycle content and you don't follow Cruzy Originals, like, go follow him. He's out of Phoenix, Arizona. He's one of the better bike builders around here. So you see how I just pulled my lead out a little bit, right? Just to get access to this fucker. Pull the brass off, take my tender, put my tender somewhere safe, run the same shit, and now I can properly pull my battery out. I just have to place these guys the same way I did last time. So, where you going?
Alright. It's nice to see you.
Hang on. Children en route. Okay. yeah. My angel you driving around with. Seatbelt. Love you, pal. Ready, mister? Okay. Oh. Get the boys. Sorry about that. My little one's going out. Making sure she didn't cause any ruckus. So, we planted that guy where he belongs. This is negative, positive battery post. So, you can see somebody shaved these, unless I came from factory. Somebody shaved those so it actually fits the top portion like this, where it's shaved right off, which I absolutely love. I think that's just the nuts. Swing these the same way. So it's like a funny smile. Top, rounded, square, rounded, right? And then we got 3. I'm gonna hold on to this. We got 3, which is left, right, and bottom. Right. So we got all these guys punched in. It should hold. I'm not gonna ask you to sit here and fan it, you know, like a fucking fat lady in church, but you know what I mean. Like, that absolutely works, and it will hold on to whatever hardware you need, as long as within reason. Like I said, you're not opening up a primary or opening up your clutch, where you got, a number of different hex Allen bolts that you're going through right there. That will still work. Don't get it twisted. That will still work. But it's a lot easier when you have a piece of cardboard to put your bolts through. It's that much more simple. So let's pull the battery in. Enough lollygagging here. High enough. I'm looking down at the right shit. Lisa, you're so cute. I like the purple. You're so cute, man. Absolutely love it. So, this guy should just come right out. These are, as far as I know, the only 2 things keeping my battery inside of the battery port. So, these guys should come right out. And if, this is just a leash that goes over the battery to help retain it. You can actually hit this up with a little bit of spray wax, and it will tighten the fibers of the rubber up. That's what it does. I wouldn't recommend putting an Armor All on it. That would make it slick. But you can put a nice spray wax, like my mother's ceramic that I use. I absolutely swear by, man. But that makes that fantastic. So, with that being said, let's dismantle this battery, and I'll show you how to pop a new one in. Because this battery is absolutely smoked, kid. Smoked. This battery won't hold a charge for dick. You just gotta kind of wiggle and work our way out. So That's the old battery. I think this thing was installed. I don't know if there's a. Can you see that? I don't know if there's a make, but you can see an AGM. So this is not a lithium ion battery. If you need a lithium ion battery, and inside of there, you can see it's a bit grimy. I'm gonna clean all that nonsense out. But if you need a lithium ion battery, I'll give you the dimensions real quick. What that is, it's like 7 by 7 by 3.5. If you need a lithium ion battery, you also need a breaker. You need a relay. So with that battery, that's why I stuck with AGM. You need to tweak your system just a bit with a Napa lithium ion. This was old school. I just mashed what was here, and same dimensions. It's 3.5 by 7 by 6, I believe. 5 by, I think it said like 5 by 9, which to me is 6 now. Just about 6. I tried to hit this stupid thing. That's why I don't fuck with these dumb things. I tried to hit the stupid USB code, and it told me to fucking kick rocks. I'm like, go fuck yourself, man. But, yeah, useless. It doesn't even tell the cold cranking amps on here, so battery's fucking junk. Get rid of it. So, in order to install these guys, and yes, I did not have this sitting on the fucking cold concrete. Like, I know what the hell I'm doing. I did it the right way. I don't need to read any of that nonsense. That's facing in. It's called a Dura Boost activated B-twin AGM liquid acid battery. Does it say cold crank amps? Nope. But I know it's like 320. So you pop these guys off real quick. You should have top mount and front mount. And it makes it real fucking simple for you. It gives you, you know, you can't get much more simple than that, man. Right? Red and blue, kid. It should be red and black, but red and blue. So, batteries I used to get, we used to have to pour acid into each and every individual port. But, you know, nowadays, kind of lucked out that, you know, shit's getting simpler, but shit's also getting more involved. If you know what I mean on a different context, right? Shit's getting more involved this way, politically, in Congress, and in state, and in whatnot, but it's also getting easier with this type of stuff. So, let me spray that out real quick, make sure that T45 or T50 is clean. I don't know what's inside of there, but you can lurch over my shoulder while I'm doing that real quick. So let me send that to its final grave. I also have to hook up my tender because battery tenders are always necessary, not just on the dead battery, but always necessary. And it just so happens that I keep my good stuff right inside of here. My booklet right now is just showing you guys that. Keep this guy right here. There's my good microfiber rag. Since I bought this bike, I've gone through 2 microfibers already because I can't in good faith not keep this guy clean. She's my absolute just dreamboat, man. She is my dreamboat. So this is what I choose to use. Mother's is the absolute best. Get Mother's anything. Wash, car wash, wax, polish, cut, glaze, everything. Mother's. And I'm a reformed car detailer. So Mother's is absolutely the best, man. And I can say that hands down. And I'm not even going to blow this out first, because I blow it, all the white dust is just going to... I don't want it on spray, I want it on spritz. Mother's is absolutely the best. The friggin' best, man. I haven't found a better cut, gloss, you know, glaze, you know, whatever type of, let me get a shit rag real quick. Type of spray other than Mother's. Mother's is just absolutely top shelf. It's next level. It's next level shit. And it is just such a lovely protectant. What a fantastic protectant. Lisa, thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate you so much, dude. Like, so much. So I'm gonna pop this guy out real quick. What I said about hitting this guy up. He'll help bind better once he dries, once that rubber dries. This pot number, just in case anybody's interested, is 66017-01 HD. So this is a battery rubber tender connector, I guess that would be called, or battery harness. Battery rubber harness. I'm not putting the pot number out again. You can look it up on your own. But this guy is just, he's dirty. He's a dirty bird. She's an absolutely dirty bird. She's been around the block with other dudes. What a bird. The least I can do is clean her up. Make her fit to be mine. Because I'm not alright with her being other dudes' shed. I want her to be my shed. My battery shed, not other dudes' battery shed. I'm not good with sharing, man. It's not my cup of tea. So I'm just gonna go in here quickly, and the bottom's pretty beat up. You can see all the scratches in there. Maybe not. It's pretty beat up from the battery like shifting around inside of there. So the back wall's pretty good. But yeah, I put ceramic wax on everything. Absolutely everything. Just for the simple fact it doesn't just make shit slick. And I don't want to make this slick. I want to make my battery stay intact and in place. But what it does is it just, oh, that battery's charged up there finally. I just heard her stop whizzing. What it does is it just protects. It absolutely just protects. So this is all gravy. It's definitely ready for me to insert that other battery. And I measured that other battery up to the specs of the one that I just had in here. So I don't have any worries about her not fitting. She is going to fit like a damn glove. And I ordered a couple of pots throughout the week. And one of them is to raise my headlight. Because my headlight's not sitting inside of that fairing. See that fairing right there? That black thing? The shroud that's sitting in front of the bike? My headlight's not sitting high enough. So, long story short, this block right here, which you probably can't see. I'm going to do my best that you can see. So this block right here, this chrome block, the bottom of that is mounted on my headlight. That's my headlight right there. Well, my headlight needs to sit up in the bucket. Of my fairing. So it's not sitting in the fairing right now. So I ordered a bracket that would help me get my headlight up where it needs to be. And that guy's due on, I think, the 10th or the 12th. So that's just right around the corner, which is lovely. Another thing is working on my license, because, you know, I could do a million pots to this guy right now, and it doesn't mean dick if I can't ride her around legally, right? So that's more than first and foremost. That is, get her done type of shit. So, that's just, a little ways off. So, we're gonna absolutely do our best to get shit first and foremost legal, and then I can ride this bad Larry around town and go back and forth to work. Cause I've been working on my house with a contractor I literally met here, which just shit luck, and we just wrapped up at my house here, so we were working in Reading today. I got some photos I'll probably post on Insta. I don't think I grabbed befores. We were just too damn busy while I was setting up. But I definitely grabbed afters. But what we did is kind of essentially the same thing I did at this house. Is replace clapboards and then stain, paint, caulk, all that good stuff. So yeah, we got that done. Cleaning around just to make sure parts I can't necessarily get to while my battery's in. I'm trying to get to while I got the battery out. That's always a helpful hand. It's not always easy, man. Not always easy, so I think I'm pretty good. Let me hit this guy up real quick. There's a lot of discoloration. I don't know if you can see up here from where my seat actually sits in and then mounts on the bottom perch. I'd like to get those buff marks out, but that's just 19 years. I mean, this bike's 19 years old, man. Like, you never know from looking at it. A citizen would never know from looking at it, but a Harley connoisseur, a Harley enthusiast would be like, oh, yep, I know what those badges are. I know what year that bike is. Because you just, if you study Harleys all day long and you know bikes, you can tell from simple stuff as much as that type of font of on the tank. And you're like, yep, that's either an 06 or an 07. And then, you see this, you see a small dash instead of a great big dash, and you're like, oh, superglide, dude, dope. That's rad. It's fun. It's fun to know all the ins and outs, of different dynas and different bikes, and it's just, I don't know, man. It does it for me. I'm deep in the culture. I can blame my old man for that, but not blame him. I can praise him for it, because he got me started with, knowing from flathead to pan to knuckle, all the old school, from the Evo to V-twin, and he got me into all that stuff since I was just little, knee high to a fucking shitty grasshopper, but it's cool, because, it ties me back to my roots. And then, we rode from here to Arizona, and just fucking dope places, man. Just super cool stuff that I wish every kid could explore. Every kid could have handed to them that needs that type of discipline and fun and just cool shit. Riding with his old man and, riding motorcycles if that's the type of life he wants, riding bikes with his old man. Just fun, cool shit, man. So you see how easy that dropped in. Now I'm going to add the new hardware to it and take these foamy blocks. I don't even really need to do this, but I'll just do it for the simple fact that even though this battery's shit, it's dead, like it's going bye-bye, I'll still just, out of kindness, just in case maybe somebody wants to use this for something or other, put it on foam and then inside the block. You think that's the right thing to do?
I do. I definitely think it's the right thing to do. I think so. Yes, I think so. That's good boys. Oh, they're good boys. Where's your stick? You get your stick, I'll throw it. If you get your stick, I'll throw it. Where's your stick? Where's your stick? Where is it? You get it. Oh, they good boys. So, yeah, I'm still gonna keep that just briefly on cellophane. No, what's the word I'm looking for? Fake plastic shit. Peanuts, whatever it is. So I'm gonna hook all this stuff back up. This guy's pretty good. I think I'd like to give it another pass on here. I actually really like to spray it down because I don't think I got both sides very good. So I'll just throw a little on there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, pardon. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. How disgusting am I? Oh gosh. What a freaking pig. Excuse me, let me put this away. Oh God. Oh God. Pardon me. I should be ashamed of myself. But he's looking at me like, dude, are you alright? You freaking plugged in, kid? Why are you talking like that? You realize you're on camera, right, meat stick? I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you for the heads up. I didn't for a second. I appreciate it. I love you, babies. I love the babies. I love the babies. I love the babies. Oh, thank you, babies. I kid you not. Like, I love backs so much. And I miss lazy, crazy, lacy. But there is no but you know what I mean. Like, Buddy's just such a good boy. Oh, he's just the best shepherd in the world. In the world, kid. Such a good dude. I'm just doing a quick buff. Not on the face, but on the side. I want this hardware to last me another 15 years, so take care of stuff, man. Like every little detail will last you a lifetime. You just gotta be cognizant, I guess is probably the word I'm looking for. Gotta be cognizant. You gotta be aware of every little part. That's why mechanics charge as much as they do, man. Because they're taking care of stuff that you don't want to as an owner, right? Or stuff that you don't know how to do. Like your best bet is to just, if you're not familiar with the part, like I said, get a Haynes manual if you want to work on your own stuff. If you don't, all gravy too, man. I enjoy doing this. This is where I find my happy spot, right? So I like this stuff. This stuff gets me going. This stuff does it for me here. Like I like creating and fixing and making new, right? I like turning stuff from trash to cash, you know, if that makes sense. I like doing stuff that revitalizes things. I don't know. I guess, yeah, I'm spending way too much time on here, but honestly, that's going to give this rubber another, you know, box comes out, whatever, you know what I mean? So actually, this side went in before my battery, so I can't sell this guy yet. I gotta put this guy on my lap and then put this goofy bugger through. But don't be afraid you're gonna be shocked touching stuff. As long as you don't touch these two together, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Alright, so this guy went here like so. I don't know if it hooked on the back side. Very well could have. It could have hooked here. Don't know exactly where it hooked. And if I don't know how it hooked, I'm gonna go grab my this on the cardboard. My cardboard cutout. Try to navigate my eyes down here. Very well. Oh, I see where it went. So let me make sure that's the right way. Yep. So I'm just gonna swivel this hook this way. Swivel the hook this way because I can see it's on an inside that goes like this. Inside, right in front of my fender. If I extend it, just like that, I should be able to look at one and done, kid. One and done. So I don't think I need to keep tension on it, even though I'm gonna anyways. So this is the last time we're gonna see that side of the battery. So I think it says activated V-twin AGM. But it's 330 cold cranking amps, so like it's a good one. It's a very good battery. It fits for what I need. Now I'm gonna fasten this guy back in place. Bang, that holds my battery tight. That way it doesn't, come out with my battery box on. And then I'm gonna do just the reverse order. Excuse me. I'm gonna do the reverse order of the way my battery went on. And these guys you don't need to keep unless you can find something cool to do with them. Put little tiny, pearls or gems or something in them if you want to. Use them as feet. Looks like bozo or something, right? I don't know. It's your call. Do whatever you like with them. I know what I gotta do. I gotta hook my battery back up, and I remember this the way it came out, and I remember the way I had to put her back in. So I could actually start with the two top ones. If I wanted to, but I kind of don't want to do that just in case these guys don't work out, because as of right now I can go like this, nothing turns on my dash, right? Keys in, you can go like this, that should light up, my dash should light up, or my speedo should light up. We got like nothing, dead bat, nothing. So that's the off position right there. Lisa, thank you so much for still holding out. I appreciate the hell out of you. I know it might get boring sometimes. I like to explain everything I do, so thank you for being a soul survivor. You make me one. You really do. Love and honor, man. Love and honor. So, I'm going to hold this guy this way. We've got brass on the back. And we're going to hook positive up first, as we know. Right? So, right side. We'll go brass in, because we don't need top mounts, because we're going face mounts. And then I come in with bracket, actual battery bracket, and the bottom of that is flat, so I put flat down. The battery bracket, I just kind of pinch that close to it in place, and then I just push this guy right out of the cardboard. And before I do that, I take my tender, my lead and my tender, and I pop that in place. Brass just slid, so since my hand's right here, I kind of held that in place. That's all gravy. I want brass down. I don't want to lose it, because it might go ding, 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 ding. I don't want it dancing away on me, so positive. You know what? I'm going to go in between the brass. Yeah, I'm I'm going to go in between the brass and my battery connection, because I think that would be more solid a connection. So I'm going to go before my battery line, my positive line rather, excuse me. I'm going to go brass, tender, battery power, and now my nut and washer, and the head's in great shape, so I'm still going to use just the existing one. Now I got to fish these guys through, get them aligned, and once I find that alignment, I just throw my finger on it. I have the wrong head on my screwdriver, which is fine. Put the flathead in my mouth real quick. The nice thing about having Milwaukee is you can just pull the base out. And there's my number 2 right there. So I'm going to fit my number 2 inside of the screwdriver, which is magnetic. Take the flathead that I used to punch the holes inside of the cardboard. Feed that. Oh, wow, that was close. I should probably drop my chair down just a little bit. Feed the flathead back through. That guy goes right inside of there. You kind of, if you don't have an extra set of hands, you got to kind of jumble this by yourself. Very, very carefully just feed this guy back in. Make sure shit's aligned the way you want it to be aligned. We want flat down on that brass, which isn't right now. So I'm gonna drop my seat down because I want to be kind of waist level with my bike, my battery, and then I can assemble these guys the way I want them once I get it just barely tight enough. So it's threaded in there right now, and now I can move stuff around. You're not going to get zapped because your negative isn't connected. But gotta have that negative connected. It's all about ground and electricity. If it's not ground, you're not going to get bound. I don't know, that's probably a bad for instance, but if your battery's not ground, you're not going to catch a bzzz. You're not going to get whacked. If you're not ground, you're not in the ground. I guess, how's that for instance? You're not ground, you're not in the ground. Okay, so we're going to zap this guy on because I like the way that's lined up. Now right before I go hard, I'm going to actuate my battery tender, line it up perpendicular with the top, so this lines up really nice. Let's zoom in here real quick so you can see exactly what I'm saying. So this guy, this lead, right now it's not terribly tight, but I want it going perpendicular with my negative. So my negative fits right on there beautifully. Once I zap this guy into place, I just hold it, because if not, this is going to spin with my rotations. I want to get it tight, and then a little over tight. You kind of want to go tight with your hand, and then a little extra tight. Now, we got that sorted out. Excuse me. I'm going to pull out my brass. We don't need these guys anymore for right now. We assemble the battery box. Put my brass down as I had it prior. Here's my negative tender. Now here is where you have to be careful you don't get whacked. And you saw that, right? Did you see or hear that? No, it's not even in. Alright, so check this out. I'm actually going to sand this real quick because that's a shitty connection. This has a bunch of deteriorations around it, which I don't love. So I'm going to actually feed these guys back through my cardboard, and I'm going to hold on to my negative for a second. Not touch that. I need a piece of sandpaper real quick because I don't like the rust. I don't like the rust. My positive was clear. I don't like the rust on my negative battery post. Not my post, my battery connection from the bike. So, I'm gonna clean that up with a piece of 60 grit sandpaper real quick, so stand by. It's literally 5 feet away. I'm gonna check this battery out. Him and I use, okay, these guys charged and good to go. Pull that charger. Now I'm gonna use a piece of, I'll probably use 80 grit, 'cause I don't need 60. 80 grit's a little less aggressive. Hopefully you can still hear me. Strike that. Use 120. Use 120. Just use less aggressive. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I'm sorry. I just hit you right in your nose piece. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. So I'm gonna take this real quick. This is a piece of 120 grit sandpaper. I'm just gonna quickly fold it in half. You don't have to make sure the holes line up, but I do because I'm anal retentive. And I'm just gonna pull this negative out a little bit more. Because I don't like that grit on there. That grit doesn't make a positive connection. I don't need to worry about getting whacked because I'm not connecting to the battery terminal, right? So, just want to clean this up. Just a scuff. I'm literally just doing a scuff. And I'm going to check the inside too. And most 90% of terminals are copper, which are fantastic. Fantastic. I'm trying to do that. Fantastic terminals, fantastic connectors. Copper is one of the best electrical connectors out there. So I'm going to do the underside real quick too because I can't see what it looks like because I can't pull enough out. As long as it feels smooth in my paws, we're good to go. And that's gravy. So now I can bite back on to what I was using here. Take the brass off. Sorry if this is funny filming. What is it? What is it? What is that? He's such a good boy. I say that. He's just off and running. What's out there? He hears a bang. And he goes and looks. What is that? Alright, this may spark just a bit. Just to get it in place, but it's not going to hurt me. That's enough. That it might scare somebody, but don't be afraid because it won't hurt you. I'm gonna line this guy up, and this screw's just as good as the last screw, right? Careful, buddy. Thank you, mister. Sweet boy, just grazed the camera. No biggie. Alright, so that terminal's up. So I'm gonna get it threaded, which is right there. And I might have sparks coming out of here, I may not, but it's not enough to get, worried about. I just want to turn that brass piece that you saw I put in here. I need to turn that brass piece down. That brass piece needs to go down because that's, there we go. Okay, so if I can hold that right there, keep the line perpendicular, just like the last one, my tender. Tighten this bugger. As tight as I can, hand tight. Just hand tight. I don't want to get it tight in the hand tight. Now, he's got a close up. Pull yours back for a second, right? And I'm going to take this tension off. I'm going to fit my tender under here. Okay? Oh yeah, that really helped that rubber just absorb the good stuff. So I'm going to feed this guy through so that way I can just hang my tender down here, and it won't be bitten by my battery cover or nothing like that. Using just here. It won't be bitten by my battery cover or anything, so I don't want any bites in my tender line, right? So we're gonna be like fairly careful. I want these guys to feed this way. I want the tender to come off my battery, perpendicular, and then come down into one. And I just swing it off of this side so you don't even see it while I'm riding. It's literally hidden in front of my rear shocks and the front of my rear fender. So like you don't even know. But I can fire this bike up right now. If you want to see the bike's live, so watch my dash. Watch my gauges, right? So this is ignition. Oh, it sounds so strong. Oh, that makes me happy as a clam, man. Oh, that makes me happy as a clam. As long as you see that light. See that orange light? Man, that just makes... Oh, golly, that just sounds so strong. I bet my headlights way brighter, too. Goodness. Alright, well, this just makes me freaking smitten, man. I'm smitten. I'm smitten. I'm gonna take it for a ride after I hook this battery up. And if you want to see me take it for a ride, all you have to do is say hell yeah in the comments. All you gotta say. Until I get my battery cover. Hi, babies. He loves nuzzling my arm. Like, excuse me, I need a scratch. Excuse me, I need some lovin's. Yet the babies. All you have to say is, hell yeah. That's all you gotta say. If you're still here in the comments. If you want to see me take this bad boy for a rip, I gotta put the boy inside. But all you have to say is, hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. That's all you gotta say. Super simple. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that on until I get my Cruzy Originals, which I think that's what I'm going with. My Cruzy Originals ear cover. It's called the Stunt Bunny. Oh man, is it so cool. Pardon me. Just like so cool. It's a bunny. It's a Playboy bunny, right? With the ears up like that. With a full face helmet on. With a bow tie. It just looks dope. Like, mad shout out to Cruzy Originals, man. I had a t-shirt upstairs. I should go put it on that I got from these guys. I haven't put any of their stickers inside of my... I even have a sticker they gave me for the swing arm, which I haven't put on because my bags are in the way. Like, man, like, come on, you can barely even see my swing arm. I wouldn't even be doing justice to that if I put a swing arm sticker inside of here, because you'd never see them because of my bags and my silly Screaming Eagle 2, man. Like, I don't even have a proper thunder header on, you know what I mean? So, like, I want to give these guys justice when justice is due. Like, I've put out at least 3 or 4 videos since I got their stuff, and I gave mad respect to them. They deserve every single bit of it, too, because they're a dope company, they're a dope crew. Like, I enjoy watching them so much, from Trick Bite to Ryan and Ryan's a pimp, dude. He's a PIMP. We're the same exact age, and every bike from Trick Bike, Trent Mercado, I think his last name is, had this bike called Sailor Moon. Dude, when he sold her, I was friggin' heartbroken. When Ryan sold his OG silver bike, I was heartbroken. His Silver DX, dude, it broke my heart, but I get it. They're flipping a business. I get it.
they get sentimental too, but I mean, I couldn't part with half of the stuff they parted with. Like, I freaking would have cried my eyes out letting a sick TX like that go, man. I couldn't have done it. I would have sacrificed my firstborn instead of let a bike like that go. Am I being honest? I don't know, but that's not what matters. What matters is dedication to your sleds, man. Like, oh, I don't know how he did it. Dude has grapefruits the size of, the Kong himself, because I don't know how he did it, man. That bike was so beautiful. And then the stunt tail, forget it, kid. Forget it. That was one of the most beautiful bikes. Even though the rake and trail was like, and then the rear was up, it looked like 16 inches. Like, dude, what a dope bike. That is like the OG stunt bike. And then it came back, and I'm like, it came back. Oh my gosh. They just talk about keeping us on cliffhangers, man. I don't know how to do it. Where am I going to keep this in a safe place? I don't lose a freaking O-ring before I get my Cruzy Originals dope stunt bunny cover. Where am I going to keep this, kid? I have no idea. Law Tigers keep sending me all their stickers. I want another sticker. I want, like, different stickers from them. Alright, so we got the MX pegs from Cruzy Originals. Let's do this real quick. Now the battery's hooked up, and I just have to hook the two bolts up at the top, and then the Phillips at the bottom. Let's do this real quick. Do a quick walk around. So this thing doesn't drop. Not a drop. I ordered a BDL. Motor mount, which is going right under the regulator. That's a regulator. It's going right under the regulator, right in there, inside of the old disgusting. Let's see if I can hold it still. That's an ugly front motor mount. All Harleys all dynas need a motor mount. Like, that's a fact. I'm rocking black and gray with a blonde motor, 88 cube, 1450 if you don't know. Dyna Superglide. I got this bike. Yeah, that's legit. Unlike my ex-wife's ass, that has not been tampered with. That 9,000 miles is legit. It literally has 9,000 miles on it, so she's just clean, man. Like, clean. She's stupid clean. Let me do this real quick. Oh, I love this look on her. So, Green Brothers design linkage from Cruzy Originals. I went with the silver hardware in the black center. So I was thinking of going opposite, like silver center, because I have the blonde block and then black hardware, and I was like, man, I don't know. I just think that looks dope with the MX bags on it. Right? Swap full controls. Got the bike on a Friday. Saturday had 4 mid controls on it. Just kept the OG rubbers for shift linkage. I do have the extender that was on there. The kickstand, if you want to call it Jiffy. I'll see you in a jiff. This kid's like in my piece right now. In my grill piece. I want more than anything right now is a raw, beautiful, love you, Bill, a raw, beautiful primary cover with that dope ground and pound ground out from Cruzy Originals too. I just need that life, kid. I'm not a stunt rider right now, but I need that just to save my cases, save my primary. And that would look just freaking redonkulously cool. Just so cool. Like, the bike's just clean as fuck. Like, super clean. Want to do coils. Next thing is plugs and wires. But I wanted to do, main shit on it first. Shit that's gonna get her straight. I thought it was a convertible, it wasn't. So it came with, I still get the nubbies on the tires, kid. Let me not get distracted, but can you see the nubbies still on the tires? There's legit, nubbies on the tires. Yeah, you can see right there. So not to get it twisted, but I thought it was a convertible, meaning it came with that ugly clear fairing in bags. It was a custom. I was actually wrong for once. I'll admit it. I was wrong for once. But it did come with Screaming Eagle 2s, which, honestly don't sound too bad, man. They do not sound bad. It's a twin cam. It's an 88 cube. Less than 9,500, less than 9,100 miles on it. I'm actually kind of digging that brushed because it goes a long way with the blonde block. She looks just beautiful. He's been known to be a sniffer. He's almost knee deep in my upper exhaust right now. Let's not dissuade him. Let's let him do his thing. Oh my goodness, mister. What are you sniffing? Do you think I have bud in my... Huh? Think I have bud in my butterfly? Was that... I was? Was I? Did I have bud in my butterfly? Is that why you were looking at me like that? Could I? Did you mean I wanted to go? If I say G-O, he just loses it. Do you mean I wanted to go? Well, what happens if you wanted to go? Is that alright if I go? I just love this kid. He's just the best kid in the world. The best. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what I was saying. Let me pop my battery cover back on. Now that everything's assembled, I'm going to do just a final quick hand twist. The MX pegs, I think, look dope for the simple fact that I have an accent around the tank badges. And it just being a superglide, dude, I'm this far away from a DX, right? I have the same exact things except adjustable front forks. I'm putting 2 over forks on it as soon as I can swing it. It's a couple other $100, but kid, tell me how clean those wheels are. Just talk about it. Keep sniffing the screen. I just acided these wheels and I didn't need to. Oh, I'd love to put a Brembo. I'd actually love to go dual disc Brembo. Yes, this has to go, but I'm not going to do it till after inspection. There are a couple little on it, but for the most part, those wheels are clean. I'm not going to do the same reveal with the rears because they're not beautiful, but I love a K-bar. Can't afford a K-bar. I can't afford a K-bar and a Cruisy Stunt Bunny raw cover. And so I would love a K-bar, but I can't swing it. Not right now, at least. I just don't have to like that, but I love the clamshell. I just ordered a block to drop down my headlight because my headlight's just a hair high. I don't know if you can see. My headlight's just a hair high for the bezel, so it does not fit in the bezel where it's supposed to. So it needs to move forward an inch and up an inch. My headlight needs to come up here and mate with that. So I just ordered that from Memphis Farron. I also want risers, but that's at a different date. Not sure whether I want to go with 8, 10s. I thought I was stuck on 6s. Now I'm like, nope. I need way higher than 6s because I'm sitting on the bike, right? And I'm measuring off of the top of the forks with the tape measure. I'm a carpenter, so I know how to measure shit. And I'm bringing straight back, and I'm like, yeah, dude. I need way more than 6s. 6s barely bring me like 3 inches above stock. Never mind the ram handle. There's a 2-inch pullback, so I want the ODI bars, but yeah, it's not much, dude. You're sitting like here. I want to be at least just a little above shoulder. I still want to be able to control her, but I don't want to be 16-inch T-bars neither. I want to be comfortable, man, and I can't do that if it's 16. So I was thinking 8. Now I'm thinking 10. But I think 9.5 is like the sweet spot. So if I get 9.5 rise, ODI 2-inch pullback, that's exactly where I want to put her. But for right now, let me button up the seat. Let me take this girl for a ride. I'm gonna I gotta put the battery cover on. So let me do that. If you guys want to see me tear away real quick, I'll do that too. If you're into Harley shit. If you're not into Harley shit, then you should probably just skip channels now, because this is a bushcraft channel, a bullshit channel. This is that it is too. It's absolutely a bullshit channel, huh, buddy? Buddy, is this a bullshit channel? Yeah, say fact. Say fact, huh? I know it. See, I agree, pal. I totally agree. Last time I ripped up the street, this silly meathead came ripping with me. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? The mailman, it was like 3. Oh, I know, mister. I know, pal. I know, thank you. Oh, thank you. I love you, babies. I love you. Oh, my goodness. He just gave me, like, the most lovin's he's given me in 4 days. Putting the tripod down, he nuzzles his nose under my hand. It says, no, hug me now. Hug me now. Love on me now. I just gotta plug my charger in real quick. Getting a little low. Alright, let me do that. You're such a good boy, pal. Fucking slut with a piece. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. You are just a good boy. Yes, you are, pal. Love you pieces. We'll play in a minute. Alright? Fair enough? Let's do this. Spin this around because I can't see what I'm working on. Let's do that. Drop this down. Just to here. Now I can throw the battery box back on right here. If you just joining, feel free to, smash that like button. New air cleaner, brand new battery. I'm just placing that stuff in now. I know my stuff can get a little haywire and sidetracked and a bit redundant, but 2 is 1 and 1 is none, man. So I'm a bit redundant as a person. Period. I'm not the guy that leaves his keys or wallet in dumb places. I'm more than efficient. But then again, it's really easy for me to leave my girlfriend behind at certain places if she's talking too much. So, call it as it may be. I think I choose my battles well enough. Is what it is. Clean this up after. I just want to grab the pots. I can't clean while she's in place. Like this back corner. This guy's kind of tucked. This guy's kind of tucked. Just want to do as much as I can while I still got her in hand. I keep her squeaky. Like squeaky. She is squeaky clean. Drink your water, Bubbas. You drink your water. Water. Buddy, water. That's a good boys. Thank you. What a good boys. That's a good baby. Water. Yes, mister. Thank you. You're such a good kid, mister. Worry about that clanking. It's just on my bracelet. Stand aside. Nobody's ever gonna see that. That's a good boys. Water. 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 Did you get your water? Buddy? Water, mister. Please. Please and thank you. Don't worry about them. They're not here for us. Alright, so I need a T50. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Battery box on my lap. Sure these are 50s, not 45s. Yeah, they're 45s. Okay, they're 40s. Wow, do I have that bad a memory? Yeah, buddy. Certainly do. Alright, so I assembled them this way. So I'm going to put them back in that way. Take my battery box and rest it on top of the bags, which is something I don't freaking do. I'm going to do it anyways this time, like a freaking buffoon. So left with left. Right with right. While I'm up here, I'm actually going to take both of them. I don't know which is which. I'm going to make sure the battery is as snug to the back as possible. Always want to hand thread them in first. I don't care what you're doing. If you're working with an impact, if you're working with a drill, if you're working with, you always want to hand thread them in first. Like it's good business. Just hand tighten shit first. Impact, boom. Just do me a favor, get the first 4 threads. 1, 2, 3, 4 started. So you know they're clean. So you come in, somebody put Loctite in there before, you're not aware. You come in and go with a freaking impact. You would be surprised how much and how fast and how hard red Loctite dries and hardens in like just a drop of a hat. I kid you not. Like, I'm not even joking, man. It's faster than fast. So I'm just gonna zip this guy down. As soon as I get it face tight, I get this guy face tight. I can see the gap back here is nice and tight. So I'm to the back of the wall, the battery box. Bring the battery. I already know she's juiced up, which I'm stoked about. So I'm anal retentive. I'm actually gonna come back just for a second. Back up since the washers aren't the proper diameter for these bolts. They're a little proud, so I get upset just because I'm that guy. So I like my shit clean and centered and squared up. Now I can go in and tighten them, and I'm just hand tightening them. I don't know the torque specs on these. I go in, pass hand tight. That's hand tight to me there. I'm a carpenter, so I don't know if it's the same hand tight to you, but it's hand tight to me. And I go quarter past hand tight. That works for you. Great. It doesn't work for you, then, do your best. Put a torque wrench on it, do what you have to do, but that works for me. So, not saying one thing works for one guy, it doesn't work for another. Do what works for you, man. I just know what I do, and I know I'm not gonna, over torque or strip these guys out with just hand tighten them. They're battery bolts. If it was something on trim or something, I'd be a lot more careful, but I want to make sure that, oh, what an asshole. Hold on. I might have not fuck this up. I might have fucked it up, but I might have not fucked this up. Let's see. Let's see who the real judge is. I think I'm actually okay, but I'm not 100% on that, so I may not count my chickens. So make sure this is all squared away, because you're positive you can short out. This is your ground, right? As long as it's plugged in, and that's not, you're not going to zap yourself, but this is plugged in, and this shorts out somewhere to a ground. Another hard piece of metal, you can arc out. So let me just make sure this is fastened. This is in a safe place, which I think I'll just carry it under. We'll go here along this line and then straight down. You can see what I'm doing here when I'm squaring my battery away. It's a little bit better. Up close and personal wires. I'm just gonna let that guy. Excuse me. I'm just gonna let that guy hang out down the bottom. My voice is a little hoarse. I've been yelling for a couple days. My buddy's dog fucking ran away yesterday. Lucky enough, she came back. But she's still an idiot. She's a Pitsky. She's lovely. She's wonderful. She's an absolute peach. She's 100% fucking bonehead because she's still an 8-month-old puppy. So, needless to say, she's a fucking dipshit. Alright, so I can swap this guy out too. There's one flathead under here. So there's 2 torque. What did I say that was? 2 torque 40s up top. And 1 flathead down here. So it's kind of all you need. I liked going with the security version because then it's versatile. You could do both. But I like something long enough that if I need, it's over a 6-inch or 5-inch reach. Excuse me. So we just pop this last guy out and we're good, man. So just use a piece of cardboard. Use a piece of cardboard to keep track of your bolt patterns. It's super easy, man. You do it every freaking time. And it costs you nothing. You just, grab the box your stuff came in. Easy as that. Right there. That one, my battery box. You literally just use just about any piece of cardboard. I mean, fuck, you can even use a brown bag, man. Just poke a smaller hole and then send it through. So I'm gonna make sure this guy is exactly where I want it. We'll fire the bike up, we'll go for a quick ride, and call it a night, man. Another early day tomorrow. I don't love early days, but I don't hate them neither. Like, pays the bills, man. So you can't hate on getting paid. I love what I do, so if I could recommend anything to any young person right now is find something you love doing and then find a way to get paid for it. It's the best bit of advice I can give to any youngin'. I wish somebody told me that when I was 15, 16. Find something you love to do and then find a way to get paid for it. Alright, this battery box is not completely tight on the bottom. So I gotta find out where I'm loose. And then drop my chair down some. And let's see what's hindering us. So if I can just go here. That's good. That's not sticking out. The battery's not sticking out. Let's see, right there. Top first. Bottom second. setting hardware down on the floor unless they're on something. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, that's in place. So, if you're good enough, you don't even need to look. Just go by feel. Get her started. Remember, I said by hand. Get her threaded in. Hi, Buster. Hi, BBs. Hi, Mister. Okay, we're threaded in. Got our 4 turns in. I gotta meet my teeth up and we're good to go. It's a flathead. I just want to make sure my lead isn't being crushed. My tender lead. That way I can short those wires out and just fuck that all off. We don't want that, so get it just tight. And then I'll go half instead of quarter past tight. So there's half. Alright, so now I can still tuck this guy back here. So let me give you a shot exactly what I'm doing here. Drop this guy down, so I just put the battery box back on after installing a brand new battery. And then we install a brand new air cleaner. We'll revise that before the video dips, but alright, so what I just did is pop these 2 guys in. Had a piece of cardboard that I remembered where exactly these guys went, right? And then there's 2 little notches that these guys have to sit in, and then it clicks down. So there's one right there, and there's one right there. And then once it locks in, or you have your battery tender cable hanging out, you got to be mindful that, and there's no cutout for it, so you just got to be mindful where you hang it. And then there's one flathead screw, which I don't know if you can see it, but I'm pointing to it right now. It's very, very, very low down the bottom. There you go. There's your flathead screw. That's what sets this guy. As soon as you get that fucker blasted in, the battery's good to go. Now, we can start this thing up right now, or I could put the seat on and we can go for a ride, so you call it. I think I'd rather go for a ride up the block rather than just firing it up now. So I just gotta put these my old leads. I'm gonna put my old leads. It just came on the my new leads, lead covers. It just came on the battery. Put them on the old battery, and then, as you see next to me, it's not resting on the concrete. There's actual foam under there because even though that's a junk battery, I'm still not going to use it as I'm still going to give it away to whoever needs it or wants it or can refurbish it, which it's very hard to refurbish batteries, but you know what I mean. That battery lasted me. Oh, it does have CCA on it. Son of a bitch. There's 310 cold crank amps. I don't know if you can see that. It's coming through, but son of a bitch. I didn't know the cold crank amps on there because it wasn't showing through. But yep, it's an AGM battery. That's a part number. Napa battery. So see that CCA down the bottom? That means cold cranking amps. That means how many. So the higher that number, the better you're off. With motorcycle batteries, at least, you want a high CCA number because that means it's going to crank your battery, especially if you live where I live, in the Northeast, in New England. You want a high CCA battery. You want something that's going to crank
want something that's going to be in a solid cold crank that is going to put out exactly what you need. You don't want something, under 2, because that's just shit. That's absolute shit. But yeah, you can see I have it resting, not just in the box. Even though it's a dead battery, I still live by my grandpa's code, man. Don't have a fucking battery on a concrete floor. Little bastard, I'll fucking kill you. That's what he said. Verbatim. So, let's put the... God, she's a beautiful dyna, isn't she? Can't wait to get that Cruzy Original stunt bunny cover, man. So it's 2 bunny ears with a helmet. Bow tie, like a fucking gent kid. It is so pretty. I'm actually gonna go whiz. I'll be right back. You can enjoy the film for a second. So what's that? I got it. That's a mistus. Oh, what a good mistus. Thank you, mistus. Alright, let me pop this fucking seat back on, huh? I apologize for being away. Oh, I'm not. I had to fucking piss, man. It is what it is. I am one be dad right now, so I couldn't be any happier. Air cleaner went on sweet. Battery didn't give me too many problems. This thing's gonna fire up without any problems from or needs of a battery tender. So I can absolutely retire the battery tender for right now. So I locked out, man. I absolutely locked out. All right, what do I need to pop on? My seat. There we go. Lovely. I'm gonna loosen up the back bolt. Hooks up my battery. The rest of this is gravy, man. Absolutely gravy. I am so glad. So glad that battery arrived the day it did. It actually arrived a couple days earlier than it was supposed to. So shout out to J&P Cycles right now. That was kind of fucking dope. So as you can see, I just hooked the battery up. As you can see, I just hooked the battery up, popped the cover back on. I have no tender attached right now. So this is my battery tender lead. There is 0 tender attached right now. And I'm going to fire this bike up like, she's probably going to sound like she has like some serious compression, even though she really doesn't. I'm going to fire her up like she's never been fired up since 2008. And she's a 26, so she's going to sound fucking pretty gnarly. She's absolutely going to rip a minute. I love you, Tom. I do. I just love you to pieces, mister. Oh, I just love you to pieces, mister. You're just a good boys. If you don't have one of these, grab one for your bike. If you got a Harley, I'm telling you, grab a Haynes. It's basically an owner's manual. It tells you how to do just about everything. everything. Everything you need, from engine work, fuel and exhaust. Like, it tells you everything about your year, your bike, steering angles, suspension, final drive, which is high gearing. It tells you how to write fork tubes, sliders. It tells you how to adjust your bushings. It tells you absolutely everything. I would recommend grabbing one of these. Brakes, calipers, how to bleed. Man, it just tells you freaking everything. Like, man, please grab a Haynes service manual. Kids nowadays don't know about this shit. I knew about this shit back in the day, luckily, because I had a mechanical father and grandfather and great-grandfather. And we all worked on our own shit. That's a 100th anniversary, so it's a 2003. Whenever you see that badge, you always know it's 03. We worked on our own shit, man, so I would recommend, if you have a bike, get a damn manual, unless you're just this is what this one covers, and this is what I have. An 88 dyna, which is 1450 cc. It's 9906. I'm at the end of that biscuit. But if you work on your own shit, dude, if you don't have a freaking Haynes manual, you're out of your tree. I just, like, how do you know what you're doing, you know what I mean? Unless you know what you're doing. So let's take this pig for a quick rip. Now this is gonna fire up on her own, and I won't need a jump pack, dude. I won't need a tender, a battery tender, which is lovely. So the only thing I'm not putting on her right now is this ring. That's the only thing I'm not putting on my Dyna baby right now. Besides that, she's absolutely buttoned up. All it is just it's maybe an 1/8 inch compression ring that absorbs vibration, but it's double-sided 3M sticky on the back that once you put a cover on to match this diameter, I'm pretty sure I cranked that one. I gotta double check that one. I don't want to fire up until like I'm ready to go, because it's probably quite close to 9 or something. Oh shit, it's 10 p.m. dude. Yeah, so I'm gonna rip this bitch, but I'm not ready to put that cover on, or the gasket type material, until I have my cover in place. They just don't want it to be open to the elements, I guess. It's probably the best way to explain it. Make sure this is on 250. Yeah, I didn't think that was tight. Another half a crank. Perfecto. Now this is a T27. Tighten up my standoffs inside. There's 3 of them, and then my butterflies in the middle. I had to re-tighten my pegs after one freaking ride, dude. And I even Loctited them. I just didn't tighten them enough. It's my own damn fault. You gotta make sure you tighten shit on Harley, dude. All that vibration, forget it. My front bushings are shit. That's the next thing I'm ordering, but they're only like $18, so I'm lucky as fuck. Let me take the dog upstairs. You ready to go upstairs, buddy? Ready to go up? I took a boys. I'll bring you back down when I get back, okay, babies? Promise. Promise. I just gotta run you up real quick, okay? Promise, mister.
starting out, though. Oh, Sheevan sounds better. Alright, we're neutral. Ready? Fire in the hole. Oh, there's nothing like riding, man. There's just nothing like it. There's not a better feeling in the world than getting on two wheels. Just letting it rip, dude. You could have the worst day in the world. I don't care who you are. The worst day, kid. You could have the absolute shittiest day in the world. You hop on a bike, I don't care if it's rice, I don't care if it's a moped that goes 60. If you have a bike that you enjoy, that you like riding, and it makes you happy, it doesn't, you know, some guys out there may not chuck up the deuces to you, right? But a lot of guys will. Guys that have that same burning passion in their heart for bikes. If they do, awesome. That tells you a lot about them. If they don't and they snub you, it might be me, because I snub some guys. I'm not gonna bullshit. If I see a fucking gold wing coming at me, dude, I probably won't. If I see some big ugly fairing that I know it's rice, I probably won't. I'm just being honest. But if you're out there and you're getting it, man, and you're on two wheels, all I can say is good for you. Good for you for getting. Good for you for getting after your dream, for getting after riding, for being a cat on two wheels, man. That's all I can say. So we got a new air cleaner. She opens right up. Right up. Like a fucking dream. She opens right up. Golly, I wasn't even thinking about it. I didn't even get on her that hard. I could have gone, third, fourth. Just opened her right up. She was beautiful. I can tell right now that my front motor mounts are shit. There's a lot of, and not just in my forks. This absorbs a lot. It's not supposed to be so gushy, but that gushy is also stock Harley, shit front end, shit forks, crappy shower forks. But it's definitely a boom. It's a boom, like it drops like the hammer. You know what I mean? Like, but not a good, like broads like when you drop the hammer, but not that good hammer. Not that good hammer. It's a bad drop. I can feel a clunk, so I wouldn't even wanna try to get this guy up, and then because I haven't wheeled something in an awful long time, so I couldn't even imagine trying to pull this guy up and carefully work my rear brake. Carefully work my rear brake enough to bring her down. She would clunk and she'd probably fucking crack my pieces, so that just goes out of the question. That being said, battery, spot on. She's charging. Oh, is she charging? Man, she feels super good. She, well, as you heard, she absolutely kicked right off like it was nothing. Just bang. That was lovely. It's nice that I don't have to hit the tender up anymore, even though, everybody that rides should have a battery tender attached. It's also nice that, like I said, I could feel her breathe better. For one, she didn't get as hot. So I told you, if you've been around long enough, when I took her for her first maiden ride, when I headed up to New Hampshire, she got hot like quick. Like after, not 15, I shouldn't phrase it like that. Pardon me. Not 5 minutes after our maiden voyage of me going up the hill, and then I kind of banked around, and I came out onto a main drag, and then went up and down. That's right. I went up and down his street and then bucked it into his driveway. But not even 5 minutes of me taking off. Was that jiggling? I am. I'm doing the knee jiggle on my. Sorry. Not a 5 minutes after taking off and heading up Dude's Street, who I bought the Sport Glide from. Excuse me. She got hot. Like my whole right side was like, damn, dude, it shouldn't be this hot unless I'm sitting in traffic on Hampton Beach, sitting in traffic on Revere Beach, sitting in traffic on fucking Hot Beach, Wingachic and Gloucester. Like, dude, this is getting like dumb hot, way too fast, man. So, right then and there, I'm like, I brought my Torx up on the second visit when I gave him my second down payment of dough, because I gave him like 3 different installments of dough, and the second down payment, I'm like, man, does she get real hot when you rip her? And he goes, he kind of gave me a run around a bit, but he's like, yeah, you know, I don't ride her much. And then he said, oh, I had an accident with her, and this is what happened. That's what happened. And then, you know, he knocked a bit off the sticker price, but I was like, man, I think those front forks are bent, and that's like $250 right off the rip. He's like, sure? Wait, how can you tell? I was like, well, rake and trail is supposed to be like this, opposed to the front steering stem, right? You know, my steering stem is like a 5-degree angle, and the rake and trail is supposed to be like a 15. Well, this is like a 3-degree angle, so why does my stem angle look like this, and my rake and trail look like this? And you can literally see about 6 inches before the bottom of your triple tree that there's a great big bubble right here, and I just noticed it since I pulled off the marker light. There's a great big like bubble behind, which I've never seen aluminum. I've never seen metal do that, but apparently aluminum can do that. There's a bubble behind the triple tree. So rake angle, bike, rake, steering stem, rake angle. When he hit whatever the fuck he hit, man, because the front tins look like shit. Whenever he hit whatever he hit, when he hit whatever he hit, it went and created my steering angle, my front forks to look like this. Now my steering angle is here. The wishbone of the bike is like this. And then the seat, you know, tank, seat. I was like, oh, dude. It's fucking ugly, man. It's ugly. Like, you honestly can't see it from the naked eye. You really have to look at it a couple times, but I assure you, it's nothing pretty, man. It's it almost looks like a hugger front end, which is just disgusting. A hugger front end on a dyna, like, yikes, kid. I don't know. I'll let you be the judge. Let me loosen this up just a bit. I have this thing a lot tighter than it needs to be. Just afraid of losing my phone when I'm on the bike. It probably doesn't need to be that tight. Let me go this side. Let me see if that fits any better. If it's still tight. It works. It's still it's still dry. There we go. Okay. Now that loosened up some. Dry fit. Well, inside of the phone. Bring it back. Just gonna turn it on. Still not. see the front marker light is zipped. Right. You got it zip tied to the front. I busted from right here. You probably can't tell from that side that much, but what I did is I rolled it this side while I'm cleaning my Fox. So let's just mind. I'm going to keep the camera upright, right? So this didn't have a really cool Harley fairing on it, a quarter fairing on it before I put that quarter fairing on it. It did have the bags. I put the Harley quarter fairing on it. Let's keep track of what line. Let's keep it straight up and down. Keep track of what line the Fox are. Top of the Fox, right? And then it comes down to the bottom of the triple tree, which is right here. And it goes. Boop. See that other side. Those Fox fucked. Look at that right angle. Look at that fucking trail, dude. They're supposed to be like in between my regulator and the rear fender. I mean, you see how jacked up the front fender is. Between the front fender and the regulator, they're supposed to be like, I think, 12 to 14 inches in between there. At any rate, this has a 26-degree rake, I believe is the longest out of any dyna this year. I could be fucking ass backwards with that, but I'm pretty sure. So let's just do this, and you be the judge. Everything's like mad clean, so this may not do any justice, but there's a huge bubble right there. So if you just follow that rake and then come to here, maybe that will do a bit better. You follow that rake and then come to here, it goes, so this should continue out with this line. So that's how far off it is. I don't know if I can tell. Let me just crank the handlebars this way. I mean, this is her prettiest pose, so I don't want to fuck that up. Like, that is absolutely her prettiest pose. And that 49 mil front end just looks absolutely fantastic. I love the gap between here. I love a 49 mil rather than a 39 mil. It's just a way better front end. I don't know if you can see that grease line. It means your freaking Fox is smoked. It means you're leaking oil, right? Because that can just go away in a blink. Yeah, your Fox seals are shit. Well, they're real shit because dude got in a bender and then didn't. Oh, that may actually work. Does that work? I think that kind of shows you how tweaked the front Fox are. At any rate, it's more or less like something I have to point out. It's on it, unless you're a biker. It's not really something that you would see unless it's something you're looking for. She looks pretty cherry, as is, except for the front Fox. I would love, those are adjustable rear shocks, but I would absolutely love a pair of Legends. I would absolutely love a pair of Fox, to be honest. Fox piggybacks would look fucking ridiculous on here. They would look so good. I kind of want to delete the Hahn because I'm not a huge fan of Hahns. Why? When I can just rev it. But otherwise, rocker box is mad clean, dude. That might look dirty, but I assure you it's not. It's just a reflection. blonde block, clean as fuck. You can see that clear through to that Honda on the other side. Just clean, and converting this guy to from forwards to mids were an absolute pleasure. It was so much fun. I would love to do coils and plugs. That's just, regular maintenance, but I thought the red MX, considering red's one of my favorite colors, and I needed like a positive grip. See, that's half of my sneak. That's half of my stuff. Blessed by the gods, man. I got blessed by the gods themselves. No problem finding neutral now. As you can see, she is ridiculous low mileage. Just ridiculous. I mean, even the Cub is a clean, even though, the Blip is a clean. Every control. Man, superglides do it for me. They're just freaking beautiful, beautiful bikes. I did a funny ASMR, Harley ASMR, which I've never heard anybody else do, but I did it last night on a cool down. So I came back and she's all tink to tink tink tink. Can you see right there? Yeah, that bend, that bubble. So straight fox, and then it comes to here and it goes rink, rink. Yeah, right there, dude. Right below the triple tree. It goes, it bulges out in the rear and it just drops the forks back. That tire should not be that fender and tire should not be that close to one, my crash bars, two, my freaking regulator. But besides a couple little cosmetic things, it's Fox. I already have here. I just am not a huge fan of wiring, so I haven't done this yet, but I have under the levers that it gets attached to the icons or the mirrors, marker lights. So my blinkers are going to go from here and here to here and here. Your levers and your controls. So this one sits under the master, cockeyed to the master, and under your front brake, and then the other one sits, in the same exact place. But she's clean. She just wants to eat. She just wants to eat. She just wants to breathe. That's gonna be covered up in just days. Kind of want a red one, to be honest. I'm not loving the purple, but it's all gravy, dude. Actually, once I kill this video, I'm gonna pop these guys just so I can see inside of my butterfly. My butterfly was filthy. The whole top, if you know what a butterfly looks like, the whole top portion of the butterfly was just covered in burnt oil. Like it hasn't been maintained for eons. Alright, I'm running 3 hours and 6 minutes, man. I'm gonna cut this off. Yes, I do have a freaking saddle, sissy bar for her. She's right here. She actually smells nice. This is how well I treat. This is how well I treat all my chrome. I come in it with a triple aught 0. Look, you can see the reflection of the bike, for fuck's sake. That's how well I treat my chrome. Triple aught 0. There was some, it was not pitting, but a little rust where it's not aluminum, where the steel meets, the chrome steel meets, but it doesn't have anything fancy on it. It's just a pillow version of I don't know, it's about 18 inches the way she sits. But yeah, I scrubbed this guy down, scrubbed and waxed. I mean, there's no way to show you a squeaky clean with clean dishes, but You can certainly see just how bloody clean she is by the reflection. You can see Girly right there. Handlebars, tank, seat, the whole nine. Even the happy dad in the left corner. I'd like to put a Beantown sticker right here. Yeah, it's gonna fuck up all my chrome, but whatever, dude. You only live once, kid, right? So, might as well make something fucking dope out of it. There's another bike ripping away. Always love to hear that shit, kid. Always love to hear that shit. That's all you need for wrenches with Harleys. Legit. 16th, because sometimes you have to turn two. One towards you, one away from you. 10 mil ratchet and screwdriver, kid. It's like fucking Torx. Get the hollowed out ones. 50 to 10. Like shit, you know. I would say go for it. You're just getting your first Harley now, or if it's something you are into and you already got your own sled, I would definitely say get this array of wrenches. I flick a light on so you can see a bit better. This is like a premier workstation. It gives me some of the best lighting to break shit down and do what I have to do and whatnots. But 8 mil, 10 mil, I like the 2 9/16. I think that might be, yeah. Half inch Mando. Dude, you might even want 2 half inches. 15. Austin. You don't want to see that. She was dirty, man. Like dirty. Like talking bad about a broad, but she was honestly dirty. Dirty as fuck. Well, Tigers threw in some cool slaps. That was neat. I appreciate it. Shout out to Lot Tigers, J&P Cycles, Cruise Original, Cycle Gear, and Revzilla. Thank you guys for all. I appreciate it. I'll tell you in the whatchamacallit down below. But yeah, if you haven't been here long enough, I don't know what time it is. This guy just sits just like that. So when I put my actual cover on here, wow, it's not even hot. When I put my actual cover on here, she'll have something to absorb to. So battery is fucking on point, man. Battery's on point. JMP come out of Louisville, Kentucky, it looks like. So what did I order? Let me just check, make sure my shit's not on here. Nope. So I got the battery and I got the air cleaner. If you're curious what it is, it was DBV Twin H20 HBS. It's probably not exactly what is what, but it was a DuraBoost battery. 12 volt. Here was the existing. New battery is 330 cranking amps, which is CCA right there on the bottom. Let's go from the bottom to the top. This my old Napa battery. It was actually a damn good battery. It lasted a dime. I watched when this, well, not watched, but I went through my paperwork when this kid ordered this AGM, which is a typical Harley battery. Excuse me. He ordered it in 2015, so AGM batteries are the shit. I don't know enough about lithium ion, but it's ETX 20L. It's a Napa Legends Premium. But 310 cold cranking amps. That's nothing to wince at, dude. That's an actual damn good battery. That shit, it lasts 10 years, man. this one is 320 or 330. I'm not 100%, but it's called the Dura Boost. Lead acid, AGM, activated V twin, vibration resistant. Yeah, we need that on Harleys for sure, hon. For sure, kid. Maintenance free, non spillable, OEM, original equipment quality, OEQ, flush mount threaded terminals, same shit. Does it say what the CCA is? I know when I ordered it, it said the CCA were 320 or 330. So it's fucking cold, man. So boy, I'm gonna kill this video in a second, but I gotta step on something. The boy wants to come down. Put the boy down real quick. The boy always wants to come out, be with his dad. So yeah, pulling the sissy bars actually looks kind of dope. It opens her up. Why? I have no idea, but it definitely looks like a street glide for no idea why. Oh, Mr. Reed, right at the door. What a good bees. Get your stick. Dad, the good boys. Oh, the good boys. Dad, the babies. Are you just the babies? You're my little German, huh, fella? Yes, you are. Oh, Mr. German. Oh, the Mr. German. Where's your stick, mister? Huh? Where's your stick? Where's it? Where is it, dude? What'd you do with it? Where's your stick? I'm gonna film Buddy for a little. If he gives me the blessing, I will throw his stick. If he lets me. He likes to hog it a lot. He just wants to hold it forever and run around with it like some goofus, but I will try my best now that we, installed the air cleaner and the battery. What are you barking about? Huh? What are you whining about, goofus? What are you whining about? You whining about my leg? That my first burn was the first day? Is that what you whining about? You want me to get your stick? Huh? Want me to get your stick? Alright, drop it. Right here. Drop it. Good boy. Wait. Wait. You wait. You gonna wait like you're a good boy? You're gonna go after it as soon as I go for it so I can send it to you. I want to throw it for you, but you gotta wait. Buddy. Wait. Wait. Up. Up. Good boy. That's a good boy. Okay. Ready? Come on. That's a good babies. Okay. That's a good baby. Ready? Okay. I know you can't see. It's all good. He's in the backyard, but he is coming, I assure you. Time to go, babies. Come, son. Pet the babies. Good boy. Oh, you got it. Where's the other one? Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Thank you. Okay. Good boy. Oh, what are good boys. Bring it. Okay. Side. Bring it, good boy. He won't drop it unless I have another one waiting for him. But he loves shadows. He just goes bonkers for shadows. Watch. He would rather muck with shadows than grab his stick. I kid you not. Watch my hand.
The light's behind me, so I'm doing this funny stuff with my hand. Watch him follow. What's that? What is it? What is it? What's it? Good boy, you get it. Oh my goodness, you get it. What is it? Oh my goodness. What is it, babies? Sometimes we have to step on it. Then he's like, oh, God. Right. What is it, Bubba's? What is it? It's right here. Bubby's is right here. Oh my goodness. Ready? Good boy. Okay. That's a good boy. Oh, what a good boy. That's a baby's good boy. Oh, he's so much fun. It's just it's repetitive. He's lovely, but it's absolutely repetitive. He's just such a good kid. He's always looking at my feet. Always looking at my feet. That's good babies. Oh, what a good babies. He's such a good babies. The side, mister. Come on, I didn't give you a finish pat. Thank you. Right here. Pep. Side. Thank you. I want to give you a finish pat. That's good babies. Oh, thank you, misters.
I would really love some dope rises. Rises bring the handlebars up instead of having your hands down to a more manageable, comfortable position. Something like, excuse me, mister, thank you. Something like, let's spin around and I'll show you. Man, I'll tell you. Having the silly forward controls way up here were an absolute game changer. So what they did is they mounted them off of here. So just FYI, if anybody's looking for forward controls for an 06 Superglide, hit me up. I gotcha. Absolutely gotcha. I have every single bolt, washer, catch, cotter pin, you know, whatever you need. But yeah, there's a bunch of goofy things I think I want, you know. Brembo brakes, you know, all the good shit. Floating rotors. But alright, this is what I was saying. So right here. These are my rises right here. It's literally like a 3/4 of an inch to an inch rise. So, excuse me, Bill. Thank you. So, see that bar right there? That's my rise. And when I sit on it, I have my hands down here. And it probably doesn't help. Let me sit and explain this. Rises. Bars. Good boy, you get it. That's a good boys. So when you ride, right? Excuse me. When you ride, you're sitting, you're in position. You want to be about here. You want to be about here. Good boy. You want to be about here. You want to be almost straight across from you. When you ride a bike like that, you're like here. You think you're in control, but you're really not. Something like this, more like this. See, I come from a dirt bike background. So here, like old school dropper, doesn't do anything for me. I don't feel like I'm in control of the bike. ride, so it's even lean angle. So when you go from here to here, it's a game changer. My last bike, 1998 XL 1200 custom, which had a fat pop tank, a low rider rear end, all blacked out. Whole bloody right side was just blasted with chrome. It was a beautiful sled. Absolutely beautiful bike. But it had a lot of controls. I never even thought about, because I wasn't hip back then. I thought that was cool. This was 2004. I got it was like 5 years old. So 98, 2001, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2004, 2005. I think I may have had it just a glimpse into 2006, but I only had it for like, I think 2.5 years. At any rate, I had straight bars. I had straight drag bars. Low rider rear end, fat bob tank. So I was like, no fairing, no nothing. Just chrome with the bezel, headlight, bezel, right? It looked fucking dope. Like I said, the whole right side was blasted with chrome. But it had drag bars. That's a family Harley. So, you want me to throw your stick? You wait. Don't muck with me, please. Wait. Up. New. You wait, mister. Wait. Good boy. Okay. We'll throw it. That's a good boy. Since you waited. That's a baby. Oh. Oh. Good. Ready? Ready? Oh. Good boy. That's a baby's. So, right, drag bars. Thing was dope. She was beautiful. Like, best Harley I could ever even imagine having. I absolutely lucked out. I got blessed with this bike. She was a beaut. She wasn't a dyna, but back then, at 130, 140 pounds, at 17, 18 years old. I think I was like 18, 19. No, that's not right. I was like 19, 20. Because I was just barely of age. Good boy. Oh, you got it. What are good babies? Good boys. I was just of age. So I had it for like 2 and some change. Anyway, dope bike. It was no dyna, but it was a dope sporty, man. XL 1200. Thing fucking ripped. Low end torque, off the line, straight ripped. Just fast as can be. I don't know what my segue to that was, but yeah, I had a sporty prior to this. Haven't rode since my own bike. I've rode, pals' bikes. Rode buddies' bikes. Not buddy, but clearly. I've rode my pal's bike since. Oh, careful, mister. Easy. Don't chew the bark, just chew it. Yes, don't chew the bark, just chew it. That's a good boys. Haven't had my own bike since this guy, and we're coming up on 19 years now. So we're at year 19 now. And, man, I don't know what to say besides I'm fucking blessed. I think I was talking about battery, air cleaner, moving forwards to mids, had forward controls on the Sporty XL 1200. Bike ripped though, like I could keep up with dynas, dude. Just the low end torque, bah, bah, bah. It had the hypercharger for an air cleaner, which I loved because that thing was just, it would just suck in air and just blow out power. Man, I can't even explain how dope hyperchargers were back then. I don't know if they're still savage nowadays as pipes, or as air cleaners, but dude, I'll tell you what, they were fucking dope back then. Back in the early 2000s, they were dope. That thing ripped. Absolutely ripped. I couldn't keep up with race rockets, but Harleys I could absolutely keep up with. I'll tell you what smoked me real good one day was an Ultra Classic, and didn't even think nothing about it. Dude came up with like an old school pop fairing. Like the one that came on here. I still remember where I was too. He rolled up with the old school cop fairing. He rolled up with this fucking wise guy on an ultra classic, right? I took the brackets. No, I left the brackets. I took the hardware off because I like the chrome. Stupid me didn't realize that with that, it came with buying that fairing. It came with black hardware. So the hardware came first, fairing came second. I knew that this had Harley chrome, and I didn't know that they locked like that. They lock, the two top lock in teeth. The bottoms lock off proper washers, mounting washers. But these tops just knock in. Anyways, this Ultra Classic came up. Dude's like this. Look over at him like, just eat this cat. I'm gonna eat this cat. Not knowing that around that time, they were starting to put 103s into bikes. My bad. Had no clue. Maybe a 95 kit. I think it was maybe a 90. It was either a 95 kit or a 103. I don't want to say exactly what it was because either way I'll be wrong. But it was somewhere along those lines. 95 kit, 103. So it was a sleeper. It was a straight sleeper at the light. Look over at him, of course, give him the respect nod, right? Back then you didn't wear full face helmets. I just had a skull cap. I'm pretty sure it was a German Nazi job like the old M142s. So I, give him a nod with my nightshades on. I remember I just pulled over a little bit before because it was around the Squire. It was around that area in Revere. I just came off of Route 1, banged the beach exit, I'm pretty sure. Came up and around it. It was one of those. I cruised into Malden because I was heading my buddies in Maplewood at the time. And if you know that exit, it swings all the way around, and then you're into the center, like where Route 60 meets. I'm not sure what the cross street is, but Route 60 is Highland Ave in Malden. So, dude's at the light with me, and I look over, give him a nod, gives me a nod back, and I grab my bike, just a little one, just enough to, like, almost like when you're downshifting, and you really get your RPMs up, just a quick work. When he revved his, I just thought he had dope pipes, because I couldn't see. Mind you, I'm on his left side, so I'm not on his pipe side, I'm on his left side. So, I'm like, that's very throaty. Very throaty sound, and I'm like, dude, sounds killer. So we're almost, without even saying it, we're almost waiting for the light to change to bang a left, and then here's Squire as we're coming around to go around, heading towards like Squire Road on Revere, because I wanted to go up, bang around. I was just all about riding. It wasn't about my objective, it wasn't about my destination, it was about the travel, man. So, and I think maybe once I saw him, I'm like, let me try to get on it with this dude to try to see if I can eat him for lunch. And I was sadly mistaken. So, I'm not going to steal your stick from you, Bubby. You're good, mister. I'm not going to steal it. No, I won't steal it. I know, you put it right at my feet. Thank you. That's a good boys. Oh, what a good boys. Want me to throw it? Okay, I throw it. Ready? Good boy. Oh, that's a good boys. So, We're not like waiting for the light to change. It's just when the light changes, we're off. And we're both ripped by the squire, go around the circle, didn't even stop, slow down, look for oncoming traffic to the left, and we just both rip upon it. Now we're on Squire Road. We're trying to think what's down there. Taco Bell. Plaza, good boy. Oh, what a good boy. That's a good boy. You ready? Okay. Good boy. That's how I get praise. Tap myself. I usually tap the side of the hip, just instead of clapping. Good boy. That's a good boys. We rip up. We're neck and neck. As soon as we come to a straightaway, once we pass the Squire, go around the circle, come on to Revere Beach Parkway, where it's almost into Everett. We can go left to Lynn. I think it's like the 107 circle. You go left to Lynn, and then all the airport signs. Revere Beach this way, airport this way, right? So we're coming through like all those little places. There's a couple of businesses on the left, the whole plaza. Northgate? Yeah, Northgate. There we go. How do I remember that? Northgate Plaza's on the left. And we're just... I might even be going to my cousin's bar, the Cove. I don't even fucking remember at this point. I want to say I was going to my buddy's in Maplewood. But as we get down to that point, I'm like, fuck it. I just head to the Cove. I head to my cousin's spot, right? Might as well. Drop it. Yep. You drop it, mister. What happened? You don't want to drop it? You don't have to. Go. Any rate, we're coming up past KFC where Taco Bell is now. Good boy. That's a good boy. He dropped it, but he's leery at me. He's like, don't you fucking take that. Don't you take it without asking. Have it. I have your stick. You wait. 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 I throw it. Up. Wait. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Good boy. Oh, that's babies. Good boy. He loves me throwing his stuff. But he doesn't challenge me going for it. There's been so many previous doofuses, and I say that nicely, that have been playing with him that they just do the tug of war because they're afraid to take it from him. I'm trying to train him to drop it, leave it, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we're at KFC. Bop, bop, left lane, he's right. Bop, bop. There's like the place where the broads got the lace. You know what I'm talking about. The red and white lace up on like the second deck. And then there's like a Sunoco after that or something. Anyways, we're getting ready to come up to we're about 500 yards from the not Wellington Circle. The circle where 107 is. You go to Lynn, you go straight to the airport, or you go to Everett this way. And we're coming up on it, and I'm trying everything. I'm like fifth gear, fourth gear, wide open. I'm trying everything. I'm still back. I'm not like being a goofus, but I'm still back. Thank you, buddy. Thank you much. You did so good. What a good boys. Oh, that's a good boys. You're so good, pal. So I'm like, he like nothing. I think he had a toe heel click. I think he had that. That's why I wanted to call it an ultra glide because, or an ultra classic. I don't know, one of the two. I don't believe it was a road king. I do not think it was a road king, but it was fucking tricked. It had a 103 Screaming Eagle on it. That's how I knew exactly what it was. I think I fudged the 95. I'm pretty sure it was a 103 Screaming. So that means stage 3, I believe. I don't like doing all the stage stuff because it's kind of fucking hokey pokey. But at any rate, he fucking heals it, dude. Opens right up, and his stopping power, he must have had fucking Brimbos or something on him, because didn't even, I'm like, I'm fucking chirping third gear down, fucking slowing down third gear, just to stop, 80% front brake, 20% fucking rear, not hammering on it, but not trying to lock him up either. I'm like, fuck, dude, this is not gonna end good. Me, knowing me, I probably had a pint or two in me. Knowing me, fucking, it could have ended way worse than it did, but we come up to Wellington, and then there's a Cappy. Oh no, it's a Blanchard's down after you come through Wellington. We wound up catching that red light at fucking Wellington. I'm like, dude, why did that just turn black and white? Wow, that was fucking weird. I put my hat down and it turned fucking black and white. Wow, that was the weirdest thing ever. Excuse me. That's never fucking happened in my life. Like losing battery? No, dude, I got fucking 58%. Boys, they're good babies. What are good babies? Can you just not see me anymore? Oh no, what's going on? Alright, let me try plugging it in. I think this live stream just went to shit, buddy. I think we just crashed and burned, my friend. That story was too rad for YouTube, kid. Oh no! What happened? Fuck's sake. That's no good, kid. Shitballs. I was gonna fucking fire the bike up again just to see how nice it is for people that actually have a solid battery. No. Oh no, mister. I think we just fucking choked on it. Yeah, I think we just ate shit and died. Oh, that's a drag. What a drag. This isn't working anymore, buddy boy. We like just froze the fuck up. That tree turd. Wow, my whole screen just turned fucking black and gray. That's the weirdest thing in the world. This has never happened before. Oh no. Buddy, what do we do? What do we do, pal? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. I guess we're gonna have to... Alright, if you can see this, we're signing off. Buddy's outstanding. I'm fairly good. No, I'm great, man. I got two wheels under me, so I'm fantastic. I'm just bummed that we came up to the Blanchards and then we exchanged info, meaning, hey man, what the fuck are you running there? That you just ate me like that? And then he disappeared in the night like, some crazy red and white warrior. But god damn, that bike just ripped. Absolutely ripped. I shouldn't say smoked me for lunch, but dude, gave me a run for my money, and it was dope because I was running some serious hoss as a 1200. I was just super light, and the rest is history. But god damn it, I wish this didn't fail on me. Fuck, buddy, what did we do, pal? We just close it out, I guess, huh? I guess we got no further options, pal. It's shit. It's like, it's lagging hard, and we're kind of dead in the water. Is it the 8th? No, it's the 6th, dude. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Damn, dude. That's a fucking drag, pal. Isn't that something? Oh well. You can still hear me, we're signing off. Good night, all. It's plenty long of a video. It's 11:03 p.m. Looks like the clock's still ticking, except it's not filming us anymore. It's just staying on like a stagnant screen. Lisa, thank you for sticking out as long as you did. Anybody else who joined, I appreciate you, but this is just fading. Go check me out, Beantown Bushcraft on Insta. Summon Your Inner Viking on Insta also. We're getting an Etsy channel, Beantown Bushcraft /Etsy/shop. If you're interested, check out any of your gear. We got leather, bone, stone. We got motorcycle content. Just feel free to reach out. We'll be here, man. You can knock at any time, and we will answer. So just feel free, please. Thank you for coming out, and have a good night. Thanks for coming out.